Hey, welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is one of our 2 Patreon campaigns that we run here at this channel. Yeah. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Thank you so much for all of your support. Everyone that's on the screen here is a Patreon. Because of these lovely people, we can run all of our 3-shots, 1-shots, marathons, everything that we do here. Thank you so much for your continued support. You can check out this link there in the chat if you want more information on what you get for being a Patreon. You can also check out our YouTube if you would like any information on where you can find previous episodes and find future ones as well once they get uploaded, yeah. If you want to interact with this game, there's a couple of ways that you can do so. You can redeem channel points, which you get for hanging out, chatting, all that stuff, and they turn into a blessing or a reroll or advantage die to any player, including myself. Or if you would like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. You can make them cry, you can make them happy, you can give them a bunny night. There's a lot of things that could possibly happen in here. It's all random.
Yeah, give me a bunny night, thank you.
Let's jump right into it. We're going to go around and introduce our characters, and I do just want to preface this episode by saying that we are trying new technology, so things might get kind of weird as far as setup goes, but everyone should look really crispy and beautiful. So we're just going to try it out, and please forgive us if we have to troubleshoot on the spot. Please tell me about who you are, and give me a little introduction of your character for our friends who are here for the first time. And we'll start with Maddie.
Oh, it's me. Hi, I'm Maddie Matihi, both on Instagram and Twitter, mostly on Twitter nowadays. Also Matihi on Twitch, which I'm never there. You can also find me at Emma Panada's channel every Tuesday, running our Cursive Lady Strahd, and on every other Friday, playing Avatar Legends, run by Emma herself. Also here, obviously, right now. And then I am playing Ricaria. Ricaria is a tiefling druid who has a best friend, not currently around my neck, but around hers, named Sir Lancelot. She's very sweet, not really sour, and has a weird kind of Sith-esque undertone. We'll see where that goes.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next we have Emma Panader.
Hi, it's me, Emma Panader. Also known as Emma. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, I run various TTRPG games, and on Twitter, I shitpost. But also, I'm working on a TTRPG system of my own. And if you already follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that tweet this past weekend, kind of announcing it a little bit and hiring people. So I'm in the process of putting together a team of amazing creators to work on that, and if you're interested in keeping tabs on that project, then by all means follow me on Twitter. I will be hiring people in the future to help me playtest and various other things, so if you like money and want jobs in the TTRPG space, yeah. Also, just as a heads up, last week, we surprised you with a surprise engagement at the end of the stream. There will be no surprise weddings or anything happening on this stream.
Now we're divorced.
But we are registered at Stella Luna's Deck of Many Things, just so you all know.
So buy me a bunny night and not me.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wait, there's up to 4 bunny nights.
No, it's one.
There's just one.
Wait, what'd you do with the other 3?
You know what I did.
What we do is we just combine all of them into one super bunny night.
Did they just like totem pole around?
Yeah.
They just kind of like link
also,
arms.
Yeah, super bunny.
I play Arathis, also known as Brightmite in the Feywild, a tiefling barbarian who is a bit of a small bit of a mystery / confused boy.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes on all the social medias and everything, and in Stella's Discord. I also do a show on Monday nights with Jacob at 10 p.m., where we talk about science news, comic books, video games, all that nerdy goodness. and I play Kalik Ilvari, who is an elf out for adventure to earn his place in the world and a hefty bit of gold on the way.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Next we have Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob, I am Zombie, I am Z. I'm whatever those three names you like to call me. I am the lore keeper, clip master. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. I play Chester Cunningham, who is a circus hand. He is a sorcerer with wild magic, and you got to see him use his chaos bolt last week, and it was great. You get to see me all crispy now. I don't know if anybody really wants that, but you got it. And then, as Matthew had pointed out, at 10 p.m. Eastern, because, dramatic effect, we do our nerdy news show, and that's really, really good fun time. I'm currently in the works, as I've been mentioning beforehand, about getting at least a portfolio that I can send out and go, people hire me for things, for editing and such. So, yeah. And lately I've been having people come contact me for not only editing stuff, going through their VODs and clipping them. So it's slowly progressing, and it's made me happy that people have wanted to do that with me. And I've also enjoyed doing the go live tweet, or not the go live tweet, but like the tweet to promote about 2 or 3 p.m. I've been trying to keep it at a consistent time, so it comes out every Wednesday at a certain time. So I thought 3 p.m. would be a nice time to do that. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing all that stuff, and it makes me happy. And I'm happy to be here in this campaign and in the other campaign, which I guess I'll promote at the end of the show.
Awesome.
What time is your show with B Street? I didn't catch it.
8 p.m. Mountain Time.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Did you tell us about Yes, you said the Chaos Bolt. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I talked about Chester.
Next, we've got Vertigo Quas.
Quas?
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 Croissant?
Croissant?
Vertigo Croissant?
Le croissant.
Croissant?
I don't know.
So the first time Stella and I met up, I had a big-ass croissant in my mouth.
God. Context, Vertigo is my best friend.
That's all the context we need.
And
we don't need
it
any
was
more
at an
context.
airport, and they are very tall and have very long legs. And I was like, hey, I'm over here, V. And V could not hear me, could not see me. And they were like speed walking with super long legs, and they had a croissant in their mouth.
Croissant.
Of course he couldn't hear you. He had a croissant in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
busy.
You can't hear people.
Those
with
things are
croissants.
block
crunchy.
the ears. Yeah, that always blocks the ears.
Crispy like us.
Wow.
Oh.
But
Wow.
V, I think you're supposed to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
fuck. Hello, I'm Vertigo. I do shit. Sometimes stream, sometimes bother Stella on Mondays and Wednesdays. Usually just, really messing up everyone else's vibes, interrupting everything, and, just about this.
Okay. What about your
That's all.
character?
He also
Oh,
messaged
wait,
me.
I have a character?
It's gonna be
Who am
one
I
of those
playing?
guys.
Can you
Oh.
unmute yourself in Google Meets?
No.
Please.
Well, just transcribe everything, Stella. Yourself. I play Lavelli, an ex-pirate Arakakra monk who punches people.
Awesome. Can you tell me when to stop? You have 2 cards. Thank you, V, for the cards.
Thank you for buying yourself cards.
Yeah,
We
I did
can
it
do
myself.
that.
I really
It's a
okay.
legitimate strategy.
Listen, if you draw all of the tips go to supporting marginalized people, because we use all that money to go right back into hiring them. So I mean,
Yes.
who's actually winning here? Everybody. It's fine.
Everybody wins.
So I'll make a deal with you. If I draw the
Uh-huh.
night card, I will just tell you right away.
Okay, hold on, I gotta keep drawing, I gotta picture it.
Hmm.
I'm picturing anything.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Alright, skip ruin. Stop.
Oh, John, too bad.
Okay, one more.
Oh. Oh.
That wasn't a good haha.
That was not a good haha.
3, 4, 5, 6. Stop.
Nope.
The laugh
Two
makes
battle
me think
cards
it was.
out of the way.
The laugh makes me think it was one after.
Just keep paying money. You're
Nope.
fine.
Hold on. I'm looking,
How far
looking
away
at the
was that?
deck.
She's gonna look it up
You
now.
were 3 cards away.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna give you $10.
No,
You
I'm
know when to
shuffling
stop.
it. No, it's shuffled.
Nope.
I shuffled it. Okay. So, do y'all want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
What? Is that what we pay
could
for
do
here?
that?
Is that
Yeah.
what we pay for here?
All right. So, is there anyone who wants to give a recap for what happened last time?
Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the party had entered the Feywild on a strange bridge, overlooking a strange land. There was a hot air balloon that we saw crash to the ground, and we knew that's what we needed to investigate. We all kind of got all rested up and prepared, and we eventually climbed down. I think we actually slow flew down to the ground from the ginormous bridge, and then made our way towards a large leaning tower where the balloon had crashed. However, on the way, we were met by some rabbit folk and a large, was it a frog? No.
The snail.
Great.
Named
Large
Slurpee.
snail.
Oh, right.
And they wanted to rob us, and we were like, no thanks. They wanted to rob us of a memory, and we fought them. Ricaria and who was the other one that killed
Kalik.
somebody? Kalik both killed one of them. The rest of us just kind of knocked them out. We got into a big party discussion about the ethics of and morality of killing people, and the group was kind of split on that. Then we kept going to the tower, and we were trying, the water was rising, so we were hurrying, trying to save the other rabbit folk who were unconscious from drowning. We brought them to this tower. Then we started realizing that some of them were disappearing. They were getting eaten by these giant snakes underneath the tower. So we fought the snakes, eventually beat them, and cut them open and pulled out the rabbit folk to save them. Ricaria was not happy that we killed snakes, and we got into another large party discussion that we were split on. And then one snake turned to stone and the other quickly started decaying, and I believe that was the end of the session.
Yes.
We-
Go ahead.
I would say the very last thing before we closed, the basket hanging from the top of the tower, one of its ropes began to fray.
Yes.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
So as we open
Yes.
the scene back up, the first thing that we see is fire. We see this wall of fire just completely consuming this bramble underneath this leaning tower that is like kind of beginning to compare haphazardly it's falling, and there's fire, and we see a basket sort of hanging precariously from the very top there, and the camera zooms in and we see a little bit of the rope beginning to fray. As we zoom back out, we have all of our heroes here. The snakes are slain. You have recovered the 2 brigands that are bound up. They seem to be breathing, they seem to be fine, but the party is very hurt.
One of us almost died.
It's true.
We're fine.
Actually, two
How-
of us
Two of
almost
us actually
died.
went down.
How high
Yeah.
up is the balloon?
That's a great question, and I have an answer for
How
that.
many calyx tall is this tower?
The
So since the tower is curved,
it is not
and
curved,
we're
but
at
it
the
is at an
ground,
angle.
how high
Hypotenuse.
up? Yeah, what's the
Oh.
hypotenuse of the triangle?
I got you. Give me numbers. I'll spit out answers.
Oh my god, this is the
A square plus
Pythagorean
B square
theorem,
equals
right?
C square.
You don't need Pythagoras when you grow up.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
D&D.
Okay. It's 50 feet tall.
Okay.
The end.
Yep. Yep.
Is that a 45-degree angle? Sure.
That means this is the like
Yeah.
the right angle triangle. I don't know. Depending if it's hanging.
33 feet above the ground.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a master's in math.
I was gonna.
Oh
Yeah, okay.
shit. Okay, cool.
Math.
All right, everything is
yeah.
fine. Wow.
I
Are
by
we
default.
I was so-
everything's fine?
I was
thought the basket was
sweating.
gonna fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I throw all my math problems at Matthew.
Yeah.
that's amazing. I was
Why
like,
there's math,
I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I
Matthew.
believe you. You said that so confidently. Oh, I'm
So
sweating.
you've been informed of what the answer is. Exactly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so fire. Yes. You're hurt. What do you do?
Pool.
Here.
Arthas is going and pulling the rabbit folk away from the fire, just to make sure that they're safe.
Okay.
Is the water level still rising?
It seems to have stopped. So you are essentially like on a platform of land. It looks like the area that you're currently in is not going to at any point submerge. It doesn't look like it has ever really submerged. And it seems like it's reached the height of how tall it will be. It's about 5 feet deep.
All right. And how far away is our service snail?
Roll me a perception check.
Why, just because it's a little pair of stalks just sticking out?
Yeah, like there's just like a bloop, 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 bloop.
Maybe.
Maybe. Perception. Click.
Okay, 22. You absolutely see it. You kind of scan the horizon and you can see about a mile that way are the two little stalks. And you can basically just see the wake kind of going after the stalks. And you just see like the wave of the body moving at 5 feet speed.
5 distance per turn.
Yeah. There you go. Do some math. What is... Okay, math. 5 feet per 6 seconds. How many miles per hour is that?
Wait, 5 feet per 6 seconds?
Yeah, because
So-
one round...
That would be 50 feet per a minute.
Hey, whoever did that, that's
Oh my
fucking...
God.
That's identity theft right there.
That's great. I love it. Whoever did that, that's awesome.
Identity is not a joke, Jim.
It's not a joke. Okay, Matihi, you get a card
Oh,
from
me.
someone who put my name in.
How dare.
But thank you.
Hmm.
Stop.
You got the night card.
It was like slightly colored like the
You know
night card,
what?
so like I froze for a second.
So good.
But it's not.
I wonder who would have given Matihi a card.
Not
Good
me.
question.
Why would I give it to someone who isn't me?
No.
I mean,
Can
like every card I give away to someone else that isn't the night card increases my chance of getting the night card, but
yeah.
It's true.
I mean, for funsies, whoever gets the night card, can we just say whoever gets the night card right away? Just for
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I'll just announce.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, just destroy my hopes and dreams.
All right. Math.
Yes.
It's like 1/100 of a mile an hour. It's real slow.
Okay, well there you go. Who are you? Okay.
Hello, Melastuna.
Thank you, Melastuna.
Milestona? Oh my god.
Melastuna.
Tell me when to stop.
I feel like it's B at this point.
What makes you think I would be the
Because
infamous
this is
Melastuna?
you. This is the very you move.
Tell me when to stop.
Who's the card for?
You.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How would
it's
I know that?
It was definitely me then.
Oh, you can stop now.
Oh.
Nope.
All right. How many more cards we got?
A lot.
23,
not-
24.
All of the
Oh.
cards you've drawn so far, V, are very bad cards.
Let's go, boys. Paying
To
money
be
to
honest,
hurt
I'm just
myself.
enjoying this for all the times that V gave
Yeah.
me the bad cards.
Now we're going to give it to Kalik.
Okay. So the Harangon brigands seem to be in a safe spot. You see the snail is really fucking far away. What else would you like to do?
Have we heard from Basket Case in a while?
Not since the start of the battle.
Ah,
Because they shouted, like, watch out for the snake.
Stella was trying to figure out who Basket Case
yeah.
was.
yeah. So
I forgot about that.
you hear a voice coming from the direction of the basket up above you, 30 feet above you. Wait, 30.2? What?
Yeah, close enough.
30.3.
30.3 feet above you.
33.3.
Here,
Oh.
Why do I smell smoke? What is going on down there? Are you still alive? Have you been defeated and eaten and slaughtered?
What's that voice?
Makaria looks around. She didn't hear it before.
Stella's playing a dangerous game introducing math to this.
It's somebody in the basket.
But
Scarlet, you can fly, right? Can you get up there?
of
She
course
looks
I
up. You want me to go up there?
I mean, to save somebody, yeah, I suppose.
She slowly gets back to her feet from having collapsed on the ground, covered in like large gashes and cuts. Yeah. All right.
Hey, Scarlet, do you want me to heal you before you go and fly up?
She bleeds in front of you.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Scarlet here, giving them 7 points of healing back.
She was down to 3 HP and got crushed.
So,
Missy,
Ricaria,
watch.
as you cast this spell, can you describe to me what it looks like?
Of course. So you see, Ricaria takes some like little petals off her horn, and you see that she kind of tears them off the flower and puts them in her mouth. And as she does, she kind of like blows, not quite a kiss towards, maybe it could be interpreted as one, towards Lavelli, and you see like tiny little bits of pollen come out towards you, Lavelli, and kind of wrap around your various wounds and slowly stitch them back up. Not all of them, of course, but most.
So,
At least the bones.
I heal your bones.
okay.
Right. Well,
As you cast this spell, Ricaria, the camera kind of like zooms in to focus on your face and your hands and what you're doing here. And as it does, there's a haze that sort of washes over, and we are taken somewhere else. You have drawn the Urali card. What this card does is we're going to have a very small backstory flashback for your
hell
character.
yeah. You got the lore card.
The lore card. Okay.
Love it.
So I want you to describe to me the opening scene here. You get to choose of a moment in your history where you healed somebody or something.
So, a number of years ago, back when Ricaria was maybe around, I would say, 9 years old or so. This is back by the Coilwood, back when she was just with her and her father at the time. And of course, during that particular point in her life, they also had another friend who was kind of visiting, who spent a lot of time with Ricaria, who learned from her father, Milo. Their name was Furham, a satyr who kind of lived in the Qualwood, who came out and for the longest time was really the only friend that Ricaria had. The two of them would go deep into the forest together. There was a clearing that the two of them had kind of made together, along with Milo. Around it, there was like this tall wisteria tree, and underneath were these two swings that they could swing side by side. And of course, during these times, they would kind of dare each other to swing higher and higher. And as a little tiny Ricaria would swing, so would Firmham, the two of them giggling and laughing rambunctiously as they did this. But at one point, Firmham started getting a little bit too big for the swing. Their horns had started to curl around, very similar to Ricaria's, but theirs a bit more sharp and pointed. And as they swung, as they were enjoying it too much, as they swung themselves forward to gain momentum, accidentally cut the twine where the swing was. And as they were swinging a bit too much, their momentum carried them. They flew across this kind of open pasture and landed in this patch of leaves that had been raked up. Of course, Ricaria running quickly out to them to try and see if they were okay. From Ham, for the most part, was fine. A little bit of tears in their eyes, but trying to say they were okay. But on their knees, of course, they're a bit scraped, their elbows slightly just bruised. Ricaria feeling guilty, not wanting them egging them on to be told back to her father or for it to kind of scar their friendship. She used the various methods that she's seen her father do, taking some leaves from some nearby trees, these reddish, rusted colors, bringing them back over and placing them on Furham's wounds. And the close of her eyes and a whisper of hope and love towards Furham, the wounds slowly started to close, bruises started to fade. The two of them laughed it off fairly quickly and began trying to repair the swings back together.
And as we kind of pull out of this memory, it's fresh in your mind as you're casting this spell. And you feel the memory of this sort of sitting on your heart. A fragment of thought from home where you are not. And though you are here for good purpose and you are more or less trapped and until you find a way back, you just kind of in this moment realize that you're not home. And you remember this person that is.
In that moment, as Ricaria kind of sees Lavelli's wounds heal, remembering Furham, they go to reach for the one kind of trinket of home that they used to kind of wear all the time, the patchwork hat that her and her mother made, the only thing her and her mother had made together, and feeling that it had been lost, forgetting in that very moment that it's gone. She kind of takes a deep breath. You see her stutter, and look off. She looks up to the valley and says,
Well, I hope you're okay. Just, try not to get eaten by a snake again, okay?
Hopefully there's not a snake hiding up there.
Hopefully this is the only one.
He points to Sir Lancelot, who just sticks his tongue out at you. It goes back curling around Ricaria's shoulder.
And then Lavelli will start flying up towards the basket.
Okay.
V giving himself 5 cards.
Oh shit, that's wow. I thought that was just one. Okay. Thank you so much. They can't all be bad.
Yeah.
They
They
can't
can,
all be
though.
bad. They can't all be bad is the main problem you run into with a deck of many things.
Just by saying that you have manifested it to go totally wrong, right? Okay. V, you have 5 new cards. Tell me when to stop.
I want
He bogs
everyone
me.
else to pick a card for me.
Okay. Maddie, tell me when to stop for V.
Stop.
Okay. Emma, tell me when to stop for V.
I would like to pick not the knight card for V. No. Stop.
Matthew, please tell me when to stop.
Let's take the bottom card.
Bottom? Okay.
Oh.
Zombie, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Yay! All right,
And then I guess
one
this
more
one's
card.
dealer's choice.
All right,
Me?
Stella, tell you when to stop.
I'm just gonna take the first one off. No. There are 8 cards on my desk, all for V. None of them are the knight card.
None of them are good either.
all the good ones are left.
I don't even need to write down which cards are yours, just because they're all yours.
Don't forget the bad one from last time.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought there was like 1 or 2 from last time.
Oh,
Cards,
There was
but-
one.
it's
Was there?
okay.
Okay.
You don't need more bad things right now. Trust me. All right, so you're
Yeah.
gonna try to fly up here.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Saving throw. It's for nerds. I'm saved.
Okay, you rolled an 8. You do have 1 natural 20 if you want to use that.
Really?
I do.
You have 1 natural
Really?
20. Do you want to use it?
No.
Okay. So with an 8 Constitution save, you begin to fly up. You definitely feel more invigorated here because of the spell that Ricari has cast on you. However, the smoke that comes up from the brambles, it is very thick. And you find yourself coughing and struggling as you are trying to go up. As you come up into the basket, you see something. And as you do, you find that it's really hard to maintain focus. Your eyes are watering, and this smoke is baking into your feathers here. You have drawn the skull card, which has made this encounter more difficult. So you now suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
That's a fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. But I can tell you what you find.
Look, I'm just gonna speed run all the bad cards. By the time we come down, they're all be
I can tell you what you find. It's kind of
What do I
fun.
find? What do my bird eyes find?
So as you are looking into the one, it's loading.
Oh, I should probably look at roll 20 then.
Okay. As you look into the basket here, you can see very clearly that it's beginning to fray at the ropes, that this basket is not going to be suspended for very long. It is very good that you're addressing this now. But what you see is a silver bird cage inside of this basket. And next to it is a goblin who is very, very dead. Inside of the bird cage, you see this.
Look at the mustache!
Look at that thing!
Wow, can you imagine if you had a
Wow.
knight card and then that became
Yeah.
your best friend?
Yeah, that would be really
That'd
cool.
be so cool.
This
That would be
would, this
really
would be like
awesome.
Stella's like ultimate like betrayal is that I drew the night card first card, but she was waiting for me to go up to the basket. I was like, here, this is your night now.
Sir is not even a title, it's just its first name.
His
Mhm.
name is Sir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you will
So
address him as
you
Sir,
are
Sir.
kind of like squinting through the smoke and trying to look at this being, you see their tiny gauntleted hands grabbing the birdcage and says, "I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me."
The goblin is obviously dead, you said,
Super
right?
dead.
And there's no one else, just the birdcage and Sir Talavar?
Yeah, you can see Sir Talavar is speaking. They appear to be a pseudo dragon, a fairy dragon. They don't have the stinger tail. They do have a stinger
And-
tail.
Yeah, I see one in the art. It's
Uh,
stingy.
can we hear Talavar from the ground?
You can, but you can't see him.
So he's just booming.
He seems to have quite a mighty voice for such a small person.
Lavelli will try to lift up the silver birdcage.
Okay, you pick it up, no problem.
Okay. And then she'll fly her way down.
Okay. So you see Lavelli return in tow a silver birdcage, and you see a small lavender pink, fairy dragon on the inside. He has a curled mustache, a sword on the side of his hip, and he has a medallion hanging around his neck. As Lavelli brings him down, he says, "Ah, it is good to see that you have companions. Are ye all well?"
Not
Hello?
as well as we could be, but better than perhaps expected.
"Oh, good, good, oh dear." And you see him kind of like leaning back in the cage, looking at the fire.
Oh, don't worry about that. Hi, you look absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Can someone get them out?
Thank you. Thank you.
Insert rogue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll do it.
Perfect.
What with my thief tools and proficiency with them?
My hands will blister if I touch.
What with my fist tools and my proficiency with them.
Oh, true.
Is thieves' tools sleight of hand still?
Yeah, we could do that. However, as you kind of like begin to come up closer with your tools, Sir Talavar raises a hand and says, "I will save you time. This bird cage is enchanted. You will not find any tool that you possess will be able to open it. It is, in fact, only able to be opened by a specific key."
Lavelli looks back up at the basket.
Let me give it a try. I'm gonna pull out my key in the shape of a question mark.
Okay,
Ooh.
you can try it.
10% chance to unlock. So
I think it was 5. Is it 10? Hold on.
what I have in my equipment note is 10, but I could absolutely be wrong.
Okay, let me double check because if it works, it's gonna work. But
Well, if it's a 5%, then that essentially means you have to roll a nat 20.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're not doing percentile.
sorry, I have so many things open right now. Everything's so slow.
No, totally understand. I do want to make sure it's right.
Everything is open.
Key.
Except for
5%
this bird
chance.
cage.
Yep.
5% chance.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. So roll me a 1d20.
Nat 20 or bust.
Nat 20 or
Oh.
bust. It's a bust.
Nope.
You do keep the key though. So you take this
Yeah.
key out, and instead of having teeth on the other end of it, it has a question mark. And you try putting it in, it slots in perfectly, and you try turning it, it does not turn.
Magic key.
Oh, darn.
Magic. Do you know where we could find a key for you?
You see, he continues his monologue. I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Blightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind, sent us plummeting into its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here a while now. I must go tell my queen about the fall of Prismere.
What was that name you said?
Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Yeah. Who's that?
This realm here you are in hither, it is plagued by a hag. And that is their name.
So, do we have to ask for the key, or do we have to defeat them somehow to get it?
Aha! You, my astute and clever questioner.
Oh, thank you.
You will have to seek out Telenmy Hill. There is a person who owns many keys. You must find Jingle Jangle.
His name is Jingle Jangle?
Her name is Jingle Jangle. Yes.
Oh,
That's,
she must have the keys.
Maybe.
Stella,
Yes.
I've got a question.
Okay.
While I'm holding the bird cage, does it count as in my possession?
Yeah.
So say somehow I got like, I don't know, a Talons card. Would that break the bird cage?
Stella wonders,
Ooh,
looking at
hold
the
the
talents card on her desk.
Oops.
This is an artifact.
Not a magic item.
Aha.
We getting
Okay.
into some
Could I-
real Magic the Gathering rules here.
No.
Could I
I tap my
inquire about something else you mentioned, sir?
Yes, of course. I am an open book.
You said, Prismere had fallen.
Yes, as you can see, hither with all around you, it is not supposed to be like this. A formation and perversion of this realm, suffering underneath the tyranny of Bavlorna. You see,
I mean,
the...
it looks pretty nice. Is it not supposed to look like this?
Oh no, Prismere is supposed to be full of whimsy and light. But now, as you see around you, corruption and rot. You must please help me, for I, part of the summer court, must go tell that Zabilna is trapped.
And who's Zabilna?
Zabilna is the archfey that rules this land. All of the lands of Prismere.
Bilna.
Alright.
This is how you spell it. Bloop.
And how do we get to this court, you're saying?
Oh no! You cannot come to my court unless you're invited, and I do not have the authority to invite you. But
Oh,
I need your help. Please take me to Jingle Jangle.
okay.
Alright, and where's this hill?
Ah. Can you please turn the bird cage? Let me survey your surroundings.
He lifts up the birdcage like a lantern and slowly turns around.
As
Do
you
the,
do,
Do the link thing, just hold it above your head.
And
Arms full
throw it.
extended.
Just smash it to the ground.
as you kind of point it to the east,
God damn it, Stella.
what?
Slanty tower.
I didn't
Really?
name it. Oh shit! I flipped this. How do I flip it again? Okay.
Oh, hey, there's a giant keyhole in that mountain. Maybe there's a key there.
There's lots of keys there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this is an amazing book, and it doesn't need to change whatsoever.
Nope.
I love this adventure so much. Okay,
Tell 'em.
as you point the birdcage to the east, his little hand points out there. In the distance, you will spot Telenmy Hill, at the very, very top of this magical place resides Jingle Jangle, keeper of all keys.
All keys?
Well, I don't know. I've never met them before, but supposedly, perhaps.
So, you're from here, right?
I am not. I am from the summer court.
But you know the area, kind of.
No,
Yeah.
I am a
Oh.
stranger. I know only of what I've been told through story.
Well, so you know stories, and we don't even know stories. Do you know any stories about this Leaning Tower? Is there anything we need to be worried about in there?
Oh, well, I can see you've defeated the snakes. I was trying to, perhaps warn you of them, but other than that, I don't think so.
Oops.
Do you know what that means?
And Rikaria excitedly looks over to Kalek and says,
This can be like our first place that we explore as adventurers.
Oh, you wanted to like look inside?
Yeah, why not? There might be useful stuff. There's always useful stuff inside, like, you know, old buildings.
Well, from the sounds of it, there's keys inside.
Not this one.
No,
This-
that's
no,
the
Hill.
Hill place has the
Yeah.
keys.
Stella, what kind of roll would I make to be like, if we go inside this tower, is that going to make it fall all the way over?
Go ahead and roll me investigation here.
All
It's
right.
an architecture roll.
Yeah, roll for structural engineering. With a 9, it looks like it's been stuck at this angle for a long time. You suspect that it would probably be okay.
Okay.
Does it
Cool.
look like the vines were like holding it or tilting it or anything?
No. You see that a lot of it has burned off now. There is still a lot of fire, but it doesn't seem to be structural.
Well, at the very least, with the rising waters around here, we should perhaps bring these brigands inside. If it continues to rise, at least they should be safe a bit longer. I assume we're not planning to carry them with us for our entire time in hither.
No, I don't think so.
I always forget which one is the expand dialogue and which one is the put in chat button.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, if we're gonna put them inside the tower, then we should check and make sure there's nothing like dangerous in there.
So,
The pseudo dragon said their name, right?
Yes, Sir Talavar.
Sir Talavar. It's nice to meet you. I'm Bright Matt. Are you okay with us taking a detour in this tower?
Oh, yes. I must make haste, but it's fine. I consent.
We will have to wait for the water levels to lower anyway.
that was going to be my comment. Have you been in this region long enough to know how long the waters will be high?
I do suspect it is about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Sometimes
That's very
30.
specific.
Oh, that's not bad.
I thought you weren't from here and didn't know much.
Well, I've been here for a couple of hours. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh,
He
so-
says a couple of days. Sorry.
All right.
I was investigating. Trying to seek out Zybilna.
And then you got caught and put in a cage.
Indeed.
All right.
Shall we within, party?
Yeah, let's go. Question for everybody else.
And Rikaria glances over towards the rabbit folk and looks back to the party and says,
I'm a little bit without a lot of protection.
they gesture to themselves, they're just wearing a dress.
Do you think it would be bad if I took their armor and wore it?
Do you think it will fit me?
It doesn't look like it's your size.
Oh. Maybe I could like splice two together.
I don't. I'm no expert.
They are
Perhaps
rather
find something
small.
Within.
Okay, valid. Probably won't fit me. That's okay. I'll find some that fits me like maybe inside.
Kalik,
Maybe inside.
Yes.
tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Thanks, B.
It's the night card.
Wow, someone used my name to give Kalik a card.
Mhm. Wow.
Zombie.
What?
Okay. So I'll say that like some time passes by, you're able to control the flames or douse them out, whatever you like. They get to a point where they're no longer a concern, and you're able to gather up the Harengon brigands and put them inside the tower. Once you get into the tower, you find that it is basically empty. There is a stairwell that kind of wraps around it, circular shape, and goes up to the attic of it. And in there, you see that, oh, perhaps you could have accessed the balloon from where it was hanging. There is a giant hole in the roof of it. But other than that, it is rather featureless.
Well, I guess there's no armor in here. That's disappointing.
All right. Well, I mean, at least we don't have to wait a bunch of like waste a bunch of time
True.
exploring this place, we can head to the hill.
Uh, well, we still have to wait a little bit.
Why? Oh yeah, we have to wait for Slurpee.
I believe she was referring to needing the water to go down.
Oh yeah. Sorry. You were concerned about this now.
I mean,
They were fine when I last checked on them.
I hope so.
they were saying that it like recedes after like 15 minutes or something, so it shouldn't be much longer.
Or
Okay.
30.
So,
Or 30.
with about 30 minutes, we'll say that this will be able to constitute as a short rest if you want. Because you're more or less just waiting for Slurpee to catch up. So if there's anything that anyone wants to do during the short rest, you can. You can expend hit dice to recover hit points. If you have any...
How do you do that? Do I...
You can just click the hit dice button.
Right in the middle
The
of
actual
the character
words
sheet.
hit die.
Yeah. What is does a short rest? Do I get any spells back?
No, unless you have something specifically that says that.
Okay.
As a sorcerer, I don't think so.
No,
Nope. That's why I
it's
asked.
only warlock.
Warlocks. Warlocks are like, I need them now.
Gimme.
I assume you did the
Lavelle-
sorcerer.
During the wait, Lavelle will be trying to see if she can get the bandit leader to wake up.
Okay, hold on. Which one of these terrible cards do I want to play right now?
You did
Wow,
this all
she's
to
gonna
yourself,
she's gonna
Steve.
play the flames card to make, instead of getting a knight,
More
the
fire!
rat hates me.
Oh my god.
You wake up their leader, Jebek. And as this Harangon begins to shake her head, her eyes opening up, she looks at you and her eyes are full of hate. You have drawn the flames card.
Yep, there we go.
Yay! Did it.
Release me now.
I don't think you're really in a position to make demands.
And she starts like shaking and kicking. Roll me a dex save.
At disadvantage, right?
You are exhausted.
Yeah, but they're tied up.
Okay, at normal. 14. Okay, yeah. So this foot comes kicking out, and you can tell that she is very, very strong. But the foot narrowly misses you, and you're able to dodge out of the way. And she's now on the flat of her back, and she's wriggling around trying to struggle.
Lavelle just kind of scratches the back of her head. You know you're lucky to be alive, right?
My brain processed that as you kind of gave Jebek scritches. And I was like, that's weird.
That's good.
Just calm down, it's okay.
So patronizing.
the foot starts
Even
like thump,
Gaelic's
thump,
not
thump,
that
thump,
patronizing.
thump. I'm sorry. I don't remember what you said. What did you say?
You know you're lucky to be alive, right?
You would murder?
No. In fact, I'm one of the reasons you're still alive consecutively.
I feel like Caleb's just kind of like watching this, like leaning against a wall, and he's like, "That's actually true. I was definitely gonna kill you."
Yeah, same.
For some reason, Kalik, like right now, you feel really, really confident. To the point where you get to choose one of your ability scores and add +1. You have drawn the star card.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I have one odd numbered ability. I wonder which one I'm gonna spend a point on.
You cannot exceed 24. I hope you don't have a 24 by now.
Wait,
No.
I can go up to 24?
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
So, she says, you must release me at once. What are you gonna do? Keep me prisoner forever?
Well, first we're gonna talk.
Why? I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you did try to rob us and then fail, and then I had to save your life twice, so I think you kind of owe me.
No, I don't. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you.
She just sighs a bit.
Scarlet, maybe you're not the best person to try to talk to them.
What about you, Chester? I mean, you're pretty friendly.
You mean Dimple?
Oh, yes, Dimple! Dimple!
Her eyes sharpen at this, and you see her ears kind of like turning to listen to all the voices.
I was gonna say,
Cover
who's
their mouths.
Chester?
And then in the corner of the screen says, Jebek will remember that.
Well,
We should
minus
just tell him
10.
just in
We
case.
played the name game and everything for nothing.
Lavelli shoots a look over to Kay like, I told you.
I don't know who Chester is. It's fine. And then it'll kind of.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's
Smooth
good.
recovery.
Maybe our other friend Dimple can talk to them. Because Chester's gone somewhere else.
Just let's.
Stop talking
That
about
makes
this
this
person we
worse.
don't know.
Sorry! I'm trying to recover.
Okay.
Goes and stands behind Kalik.
Yes, he'll go over and try and talk with the person.
Okay, but as you kind of come up, Emma, tell me when to stop. Thank you,
All right, here we go.
Akiras.
This is gonna be the night card.
Night,
Feel
night,
it.
night.
Look, you think you're outplaying me, but we're still gonna have a bunny night.
It's not
But
gonna
if
be
it's
ours.
a bunny night that hates you, it'd be
Oh
even better.
yeah, it makes it even better. Yeah, we're setting up the time.
Stop.
Okay, and then also Maddie.
Okay, we are hoping for the night card.
All right,
Stop.
Maddie, stop now.
I want the pseudo dragon.
Nope.
I also want to point out, like, there's no way this is our last day playing in Hither. You will have more chances. It's not like it
No,
has
right
to be
now.
This is
tonight.
the only one.
Yeah,
No.
but
Only one we got.
the only way we have more chances is if you're suggesting we carry the 4 rabbits with us all over the map.
First of all, for you to get a rabbit night, we only have to carry one of them.
This is some RimWorld shit. We're just taking them prisoner and dragging them everywhere until they're like, "Hey, you want to join us? Hey, you want to join?"
So I run another Witchlight game for my start playing games. Like people have like hired me to DM for them. I can just tell you that these are 2 totally different games because of the people in them. It's so fucking funny.
Love
I'm
it.
so
Wow.
interested in hearing about the other
Mhm.
game.
I am too.
I'll tell you about
Yeah.
it some other
Tell us
time.
We can do it
later.
another
Yeah,
time.
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
At the end of the campaign, we need like a rundown of everything.
God. Okay. Yeah, so Chester, you start coming up. You see Jebek is very, very, very upset, staring daggers down at Lavelli. And their head just kind of they look over at you and you see the same hate in their eyes.
We're just trying to help. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Why things are the way they are. We're not meaning any harm.
Listen, I've got a job to do, and you have directly interfered. You could have just surrendered over your memories, and I could have been on my way.
She's got double hate because Ricaria used friends on her.
Yeah,
Sure,
not
she
even
hates
looking
me.
at Ricaria.
Well, why did you need our memories in the first place? Like, could you have accomplished this without our memories?
I go around robbing people. That's my job. I serve the brigand prince,
Why
Agdon
does-
Longscarf.
Why does a prince need people to rob for him?
Oh, he's the best. He's the quickest. He's the wittiest. I am merely a servant. I help. I'm sure that he will take from you, and you will all be humbled in his presence.
What was his name?
Agdon Longscarf, and you'll be good to remember it.
All right,
I
I'll
can't
do my
spell.
best. That's,
Can you
that's
describe him in detail for me?
a bit of a
I think
hard
he's got a
one.
scarf.
No.
Lavelli is just gonna step away and check on the other rabbits and see if they're able to wake up.
Okay.
Could I ask, why does he want people's memories?
You see her kind of immediately look thoughtful, and she kind of shuts down a little bit, like deliberately looking away from you. She doesn't want to tell you, but you can see that there's probably... She knows the answer. She kind of whips her head over at Chester. What do you want? I don't like your hat.
Pulls out the other hat he has. What about this one?
Is that the mask of...
That's the hat that I can pull a rabbit or whatever out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that one either. They're terrible. They don't have holes for ears.
Well, I mean... Yeah, true, I suppose. I thought you'd put it in between the ears, but whatever.
Well, you need holes. It's a big hat.
Have you
It's a
tried
big
not
hat.
having ears?
You see her kind of slump down on the floor. She just stares at the ceiling and she stops talking. She rolls her eyes. Muted.
Kalik, what are you saying?
Did we just go from don't murder them, they're just trying to rob us, to if you want a hat, we'll have to cut your ears off?
Yeah, see, I
Lavelli-
don't understand the dichotomy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I'm not
Lavelli
following.
looks over at Kalik. I'm a bird. I don't have ears.
So as
don't
you say
really
that,
like
Lavelli,
this,
please tell me when to stop. You have 2 more cards.
I wonder
Wait,
who did that.
me?
Wow.
Or
I don't know. The names are anonymous at this point.
Yeah, please
Thank
help. My
you.
wallet's crying.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, that's what the name says.
Who
Please
could
help
it
my wallet is
be?
crying.
You can stop twice.
You drew the night card.
We did
Oh
it,
my
Damn.
Dang it.
God.
I'm happy.
First
for you.
try.
Wow.
First 6 times the charm.
Look, I just had to wait for other people to fall into my trap and give cards away, so there was a higher chance.
Okay. So you can see that she is just visibly shutting down here. She kind of closes her eyes. And her ears do involuntarily twitch as each one of you are kind of speaking, but she seems to be deliberately ignoring you now.
Ricardo.
Well,
You mean Candy? Yes.
Her ear
Was it
deliberately
Twilight?
twitches.
Lavelli would not have said her
Okay.
name. That was
All
me
right.
being
Yep.
real
No,
tired.
that's
Okay.
totally fine. Yep. So you say Scarlet. No.
Or Candy.
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 Yeah?
Sorry, I haven't had food yet.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
She looks over at Candy and says, "They seem healthy enough, right? They're not gonna die as soon as we leave."
I mean, they're not bleeding. I can, if they have anything, I can bandage it up. But overall, they look just a little bit bruised. They seem okay. We can just leave them here.
She nods. That we can. We'll make sure they can all at least wake up and then head out.
Should we take their stuff?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, we should just let go.
Yeah, we should be on our way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ricaria leans over
Hey.
like very, very quietly to Kalik and says,
Hey, do you think that you could like steal some of their stuff without anybody else knowing? I don't know.
Kate
It's up
looks
to you.
around the room that literally everyone is in and is like, probably not.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's
that's
just like a.
valid.
The room is only 30 feet.
Look, Ricaria has great
I would-
confidence in Kalik's skills.
I would 100% steal stuff for you, but I genuinely don't think I can.
That's okay.
No, that's fine. I just
Um,
want to tell you also, I'm really glad that you're here. We're here together. That's all. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Are we ready to head out?
Lavelli does one more check to make sure that the non-bandit leaders can actually regain consciousness and aren't like dying of a concussion.
Yeah, they are all totally fine. I'll just give that to you.
All right.
Kalik, especially given how much the leader bunny does not like multiple members of the party,
Mm-hmm.
Kalik doesn't want them to be like unbound and able to like pursue us immediately.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go over to the spiral stairs that head up and go up like one person's height worth of stairs and set the dagger that he pulled from the carnival on the step and be like, you can cut yourself free.
Now here's what we really do. We take them to the top of the tower, you throw them off and cast Featherfall, and then by the time they land, they can get themselves free, and we just walk away.
So this is the dagger
we can
question
just-
mark?
Yes, this is the
Okay.
dagger question mark.
Okay.
The dagger
Oh.
Because Kalik has no reason to believe it's not just a dagger.
Okay. Love it.
Oop.
We
Cool.
can just leave.
Yeah, but they need to cut themselves out too, unless, like, if we can't just leave them here to die, because all of you don't want them to die, and that's kind of cruel. I wouldn't want to leave them here to die either. That's mean.
If they were to die, I'd prefer it to not be of starvation.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
And then she'll start making her way towards the door.
Okay. Are you still holding the birdcage?
Yes?
Okay. So as you kind of head outside, you see that Slurpee, the giant snail, has arrived, and
Slurpee!
you
I
see
I
that.
think what Lavelli's actually done is she's taken some of the rope and, like, tied it around herself
Okay.
for the birdcage.
Okay, so it's like kind of on your hip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So when you get outside, you can see that the water level has completely sunk down.
I guess we can go then.
Candy.
Uh-huh. What is it, Scarlet?
She looks over towards the hill they have to make it to, and then looks back at the snail.
Mhm.
I think our trip duration may triple if we go at the speed of a snail.
You see Ricaria's heart break a little bit, and it's like,
Yeah, you're kind of
At least
right.
they're
And I
free.
mean, pardon?
At least they're free.
Exactly.
they're gonna go over to Slurpee and look up at them, and Ricaria's still kind of covered in some goo. Like, a lot of it kind of washed off while they were running here as a wolf, but still covered in mucus.
Oh yeah, you're
Slurpee.
all stinky.
And I will pet the stinky snail. She'll just kind of pet its little frills. Say,
Look, I really hope that you don't get caught again by those evil rabbit folk. They seem very mean, but I'm not going to keep you like they did. I want you to be free and experience the world on your own and find your own adventures and be your own snail, really. And I'll miss you, but I feel like you need to be free.
You cannot understand them, right? Okay. So
I can understand gestures.
okay, yeah, you see that the eye is kind of warbling a little bit, vibrating a little bit, and the mollusk like tendrils are like, and you don't understand what it's saying, but you can get the sense that it appreciates you. It seems to perhaps think you're kind, and you see all of a sudden it goes,
Get it out, it's okay.
and then they spit out what appears to be a 10-pound clay pot.
Oh! Thank you! I don't know what the pot's for, but I like it. It's nice.
Did you make it? Or did you eat it?
Did you make
You
it?
just hear like,
Well, thank you.
I just have this mental image now of a giant snail, like, using its eyes to, like,
It's like
sculpt
ghost.
the pot.
that. So the snail just slowly turns and begins to leave.
Little tears at the edge of Ricaria's eyes as they go and she'll wave.
Uh,
And heave this pot back to the other.
yeah, you have drawn the sun card. You gain a wondrous item. And I'm just going to tell you what it is so I don't have to micromanage you. It is a pot of awakening. If you plant an ordinary shrub in this pot, it will grow for 30 days. Then it transforms magically into an awakened shrub at the end of that time. When it awakens, its roots break the pot, destroying it, and then the shrub is friendly towards you.
This is perfect.
I'm so excited.
You'll
This is
have
perfect.
Basically a night card.
It's basically
Literally
my
for a
next
friend.
Yeah.
No, this is slightly better than a night card because this one won't try to kill itself if you're about to take a death hit.
True.
I'm going to just. Ricari's like, does anybody have any like additional rope at all so I can like tie this to my back so I can carry it with
Certainly.
me?
Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
Calyx rope.
Oh, thank
Calyx
you.
just got like a wagon filled with rope following them.
So much rope. I'll make a little like backpack out of rope, just like weaving it over my chest, and eventually like just securing this pot to my
Yeah,
back.
it's a heavy pot. It's 10 pounds.
Ooh. Let's go.
All
I
right.
got a pot now.
As the group of you are beginning to move along, we see each one of you trudging eastward, heading over towards Telenmy Hill. As you do, the mud underfoot sucks at your boots or your feet. You don't have boots.
I don't have boots.
Same.
I got talons.
I think I have boots.
Andy.
Speaking of
What the heck?
talons,
Oh,
a magic
no.
item breaks.
Who?
Wait,
Lavelli.
for who?
Lavelli.
And the birdcage does not count.
Well, then I've got nothing.
Okay. Your talon,
I haven't-
your talon
I haven't gotten
sinks
a
into the
single
mud.
magic item.
It sinks into the mud, and we get like an extreme close up, and nothing happens.
Oh no, my foot's stuck.
Ah, my feet.
My toes.
Yeah, Panache?
You don't happen to know how to create water, do you?
And they think for a moment. Their eyes kind of roll up, just trying to think if they can create water, and then they shake their head.
No, unfortunately. I can't. I can grow berries, but I can't make water.
I just, at the carnival a couple times and now here,
Hmm.
I have fallen in the mud so many times. And I could really use a bath.
I think
I also
all-
fell in mud.
I mean, I'm covered in slime.
You're all
So-
disgusting.
We're kind of all nasty.
Wow. Wow.
Alright.
It's
I
okay,
just
though.
figured it was worth asking.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I could, I'd throw a bunch of water on you. But I can't.
Is it just me? I feel like this would be easier to cross when the water's risen and just like swim.
I mean, my book's already basically ruined at this point. Pretty much. I've kind of given up on it.
They
It's
kind of look over
somewhat
the
viscous,
side.
isn't it?
I can't fucking believe this. Okay,
Mm,
as the
Oh.
group of you are moving, I rolled a 1d8 and I rolled a 1, okay? So
Yay.
as the group of you are moving through the marsh here, you are definitely struggling because of how murky and boggy it is. And you see up ahead, as you're heading towards Telenmy Hill, there seems to be this large wooden thing on the ground. As you come up to it, you see that it is an 8-foot square wooden raft that can support up to 1,200 pounds.
Oh my
I
gosh!
am not making
Meow.
this up. Y'all rolled
Looks-
that.
Everyone immediately looks over at Ricaria.
I look
Like-
over at Brightmite and say,
Oh my gosh. You're right. We can now travel with the water.
Yeah. See,
You're
so
so
we
smart.
can just like wait until the water comes and
paddle our way over.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind walking, but it kind of stinks right now.
So as you say
oh.
paddle it over, you see that you would probably need some kind of like a 10-foot pole of some kind. Does anyone have anything as you're kind of looking over it as a group?
I have javelins.
Okay, that would work.
I actually don't. All of my equipment, I didn't bring a 10-foot pole.
All right, just
Well,
by
you weren't expecting to need to push a raft.
That's fair. Usually rafts come with them.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking at it, you can see that it is well made. It's definitely rotting in certain places and it has seen some wear and tear, but it definitely will support all of you and it seems to be really heavy. Kalik, go ahead.
Could I use my staff as a row?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so
But-
I've got my sorcerer
I've got
staff.
multiple javelins, so
Yeah, it seems like
Should be
as a
fine.
group, but like as you're kind of comparing what you could use, you definitely have some options here.
I can row if need be.
all right. Well, Scarlet, you said that you used to sail a bit, right? Can you check and make sure this thing's safe?
So yeah, nods at that and goes over and does an inspection of the raft.
Yeah, you inspect it and you can definitely tell that it's very sturdy. It's not going to break on you. It weighs about 300 pounds and it will support up to 1,200 pounds. So easily carry all of you. It probably could carry the snail, etc.
Wow, don't say that in front of Ricari. You'll hurt her feelings.
I mean, you
But
know
Ricari
this
already
information. Lavelli knows this information.
Well, we don't have any worry of it breaking on us or sinking.
All right. Well,
Are we willing to wait for the tides to rise, or? Because it seems
Yeah.
like it might be more trouble than it's worth while there's no water.
well, I mean, the water's gonna. I mean, you were saying it happens pretty often, right?
Yes! It should start rising in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to wait for that then.
So you're saying every half hour the water rises and lowers?
Yes. About. I don't think it's clockwork, but it should be a pretty fair estimation.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get in the little boat.
It is like a flat raft. So as like the
A
group,
flaft.
as the
I
group
mean,
of you start to like sit down and just wait, Sir Talavar will tell you a couple of things. I wish to prepare you for the road ahead, so I have some information.
There's
Bavlorna.
a road.
I think it's a metaphorical
Yes!
road.
The Queen's Way, I think. Kind of pointing over at the broken bridge that you had started on.
Oh, yes, please carry on then.
Bavlorna has 2 sisters, whom she loathes. Together, the 3 hags form the Hourglass Coven. They seem to have used an artifact called Igglewiv's Cauldron to freeze time in Zilbilna's palace, trapping them inside.
Well, that explains why her warlocks are having trouble connecting with their abilities.
Oh. Yes, that is an astute observation.
I've been called astute by many people.
Yes, I can see that. I give
He's
you
also
words of
claimed it himself many times.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I am one of the
Yep.
many people who has called me astute, yes.
He just kind of awkwardly falls quiet.
Just like,
Okay, honey.
Like, I was enjoying this conversation, and now I'm not.
He looks thoughtful, and then he says, Anyway, you will find Bavlorna Blightstraw in a spooky cottage on stilts at the heart of Downfall, which is a bullywug settlement. The bullywugs are quite courteous and welcoming, provided that one does not offend them.
Yeah, that tracks.
And you said there's 3.
Yes.
Who are
2
the other-
sisters. They
the other sisters?
are. Beep-bop-boop-bop-bop-bop.
I don't remember that name.
Scabatha Nightshade and Endlin Moongrave.
I know the Scabatha name.
Moongrave.
Scabatha's in some sort of hollowed out tree, right?
I don't know.
Oh, Did you see a
Oh
hologram?
yeah, we all got a bunch of names.
Yeah, so
I'm just really good at remembering.
we'll have a little bit of a flashback here as you remember the carousel back at the carnival, and the unicorns had told you some information there. Some of you are looking for different people. Ricaria and Chester, you are both looking for someone named Scabatha Nightshade. Kalik is looking for Endlin Moongrave, and both Lavelli and Eriphis are looking for Bavlorna Blightstraw.
I'm just gonna read what I wrote down because I can't remember if it was correct. But I wrote down Bavlorna Blightstraw, a rambling cottage on stilts in a Fey swamp. Seek is allergic to seeing someone run widdershins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
spot on.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Yes.
So Lavelli will share what she was told at that point
Ah.
from the carousel.
Interesting. Very good information. Yes. And if there's nothing else that anyone wants to do immediately, I think this will be a good time for us to take a quick break.
Excellent.
So as we're kind of waiting for the water to rise back up, we see the screen fade to black. We will take a 5-minute break, grab some water, grab some drinks, do a little stretch, and we'll be back soon. We're going to start right off with Godfather Ray. Thank you so much for the draw of the deck of many things. To Chester, please tell me when to stop.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you, my friend? Stop.
Okay.
You got the night card.
No.
All right. So the group of you are waiting and waiting for the water to rise again. And as it does, you see that there is one of these wells nearby. You see that there is a well that is about 10 feet in diameter nearby, and it seems to be made out of hewn stone. So it's not like a natural well, it was created. And you're watching it, and as the water is rising, so like as it's starting to rise, right? So it hasn't risen quite yet. You see that water is gushing out of it. This really dark, nasty, kind of thick, viscous water just bubbling out.
And Ricaria looks over to everybody else and looks back to the bubbling kind of well there, back to everyone else, and says,
Do you think we could plug that?
The force has to go somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good point.
Let me get perception
Although,
checks from
Could
everyone.
be fun.
ooh.
You just want to blow up the Feywilds.
That's a 13 for Eriphis, a 5 for Kalik, 17 for Chester. For Ricaria, it's an 8, and Lavelli is a 15. Lavelli and Chester and Eriphis, as you're looking around, you can see that there's more than one of these. They are peppered throughout. As far as your eyes can see, this realm has very many of these. Plugging one is probably not going to do anything.
No.
That where the water comes out?
I think so.
Yes. We
It's like
can
it.
see it doing it right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we just gotta wait, right?
So, can we plug it? And they look over the rest.
We just found a boat. Why would we want to plug it?
I know, but
Right.
like, so this doesn't happen anymore, right?
It seems like there'd be a lot of plugs we would have to do, not just the one.
What?
Yeah.
And they look out and oh, okay.
Candy, you of all people should know about tampering with an ecosystem.
Okay, valid. But also, we know this technically isn't the ecosystem. That this place is plagued by the hags.
Yeah.
So this
well,
isn't actually what it's supposed to be.
But
Well,
then
and
it's
it's-
like magical stuff, right? So
when it's clearly constructed. It's not naturally occurring. I personally think it was Bathilda Bagshot's fault.
Probably.
Well, I doubt plugging it would help. If we really wanted to stop it, we'd either have to go into one of them when they're receding and see if there's a source down there, or find the caster.
I mean,
I think
option
it-
A.
I think it would be best to just
Leave it alone.
find the hag and find a way to get her to stop.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like over the course of this discussion, the water has risen, and we'll say that it is at 5 feet now. So if you want to start steering the raft, someone's gonna have to put a stick in and push.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
a stick, not a javelin.
You strong folk, go at it.
Here.
I
I'll help.
don't have the physical strength to.
Oh, I'm not
Row.
physically the strongest either.
That
but
moment when
I
you
have
find out Ricari is stronger than you.
I'll get it. Don't
I'll
worry.
help.
Yeah.
I'll help.
If I need the help, I'll let you know.
No, I'll help. Fine, we can do it together. I mean, this is a teamwork activity, right? And I mean,
Well,
as
if only 2 of you are going to do it, why not make shifts?
well, wouldn't it be
Because
faster?
we
if
only
did
have 15 minutes.
Not necessarily. Fine here, and I'll pass Candy a javelin.
Thank you. Look at us, 2 tieflings just
Well,
going through the water.
there's 2 ways to do this. Either one of you stands in the back and pushes by themselves. If you're going to do it together, you'll have to work in sync.
True. We can't have you both doing it at different times. That we won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we'll count. Go 1, 2, 3, push. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, all
Sure.
right.
Okay. So as the 2 of you kind of work in synchronization, at one point, one of the pushes, Eriphis, you find that your stick, it hits something, and as you kind of begin to push again, you feel that it's heavier. It has latched onto something, and as you kind of pull your stick out to investigate, you see that there is a strange coiling some kind of metal sculpture. It seems to be kind of like a conical shell, but it's made out of metal, and it's a precious metal. As you kind of take it off, you have drawn the gem card. You have
I'm like somehow magnetically attached to the gem card.
How rich are you right now?
This is my 2nd gem card for this character.
So you can add metal artifact for 500 gold value.
Cool.
Okay.
Eriphis the farmer, now the richest person in the party.
True.
I'm but a humble farmer.
Lavelli, what are you doing as you are being pushed along on this raft?
So it's completely flat, no like mast or anything.
No mast.
So then she'll just sit up or sit down at the front and like keep an eye out ahead while essentially resting.
Okay. So there is like a perpetual dusk here. It is a little dark. It is a little murky. You see that there's a rolling fog throughout the area. You look up as you see a single streak of light just cut across. You blink and it's gone. But you did see something that looked like starlight. You have drawn the moon card. You get to make a wish. What are you wishing for right now?
Funny night.
No, that's not something Lavelli would be wishing.
Do you want a minute to think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she gets lost in thought for a bit.
Yeah, she's looking up at the sky and she's lost in thought. And eventually, you see ahead of you, as the fog begins to part, a very large landscape. You see that there is something that looks like a hill. There are very many trees that wind up this mass, and it seems to be up above the level of the water as it's rising. You see that there are a number of pathways from where you are that wind between the trees, and it seems to go up into this rocky formation at the very top. Even at this distance, you can see that there is a cave entrance shaped like a keyhole. And we'll say that the raft pushes right up against the edge of this hill.
All right, I know the wish now.
Okay? Lavelli
Lavelli,
shakes her head.
She wishes that while she's here, she'll be able to find Darlagrant's inn.
Okay. You make the wish, nothing happens. Yet.
This is why you don't make wishes.
We're here.
Yeah.
Giant keyhole shape in a mountain. That seems like the right place.
So?
Candy will hand back over the now half muddy javelin to Arifis and say,
Sorry, but thanks.
It's fine. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. So
I have a question for clarity. So this hill looks essentially normal, right? We don't see 3 giant pairs of feet sticking out from under it?
You don't. There is a lot of
Okay.
fog, though, right now. So right now, okay. This hill has the ability to walk. It is currently not walking. It is completely down, so you don't see the feet.
Okay. Just want to make sure it looked normal
course,
as we
the water's-
approached it.
The
water's
mountain
risen
is
and there's
very reasonable. It doesn't give feet pics like for nothing.
Yeah, if you want to get mountain feet pics, send $50 to Stella Luna.
we'll send you close up of the hill.
As I said, the water has risen, and there's nothing worse than wet socks.
Oh, hate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the thought.
I went a quick
You
story.
don't
When
have
I was a
wet
boy,
socks. It was a
when I was a Boy
rejoicing
Scout,
time.
I went camping once, and they started us in the morning with doing like a 3-mile hike. And as soon as the hike started, I stepped in a puddle,
Oh
and
no.
so my socks got
Oh.
wet. And we finally got back, and I was in so much pain.
That sucks.
It's terrible.
That sucks.
Never
we
step in a
stand
puddle,
at the-
kids. You'll
Really?
die.
Do you
Really?
live at the base of the hill.
We're at the base of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we start climbing?
Yeah. Onwards
Alright.
and upwards.
Yeah, there's a path.
You are greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. Damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in breeze despite the absence of one. Who wants to be at the very front?
Lavelli was at the front of the boat, so she'll continue.
Okay. As you step forward, you hear the trees all around you beginning to rustle. And then something begins to draw your attention. The one that is closest to you begins to speak. You don't see a mouth or anything, but you see the willows kind of shaking. Hello! Welcome to Telenmy Hill!
Lavelli will like tilt her head left and right, and try to make sure there's no one behind or in the tree, and then just give a questioning hello.
Will you be staying a long while?
Hopefully not long.
Well, as long as you are here, please be kind to the trees.
She glances back over at Ricaria. I don't think you have any worry of that.
Yeah, so you can all hear Lavelli talking to this tree, and you can hear the tree.
It's wonderful. Hello, tree.
Ooh,
Another talking tree. That's nice.
Another talking tree.
I am not a tree.
Oh, what are you?
I am Telenmy Hill.
Oh, you're the whole hill?
Hello.
Oh.
What is your name?
Oh.
Mine's Candy.
It is very nice to meet you, Candy.
You too, Telenmy.
Are you okay with us walking upon you?
Oh, yes, of course, as long as you mean no ill will. This is a
Do
place that I. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry to talk over you.
Oh, you're fine. Sorry. Do you know Jingle Jangle?
Oh, yes, Jingle Jangle is my friend. You will find Jingle Jangle at the very top of the hill. I will have to say, unfortunately, that something terrible has happened.
Oh?
What's happened?
So it seems that Jingle Jangle was taken upon by brigands. They attacked her, and they robbed her. She was beaten black and blue.
Those rabbits!
Did they steal anything in particular?
Oh, we were not able to tell very much, but Jingle Jangle did mention that their truffles were taken. So I am very, very concerned for my friend. She hasn't come down in a while, and I think that she might go hungry.
We shall check on her.
Please. It would mean
Yeah.
so much to me.
That is
course.
why we're here.
We'll go make sure that she's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, I can lead the way if you'd like me to.
That would be very helpful,
That's-
actually.
Yeah.
Ultimate plot twist, the night card is the mountain.
The mountain following us.
So you see all of a sudden the willows start to like shimmer down the path, and it begins to lead you away from the path and up the hill.
As they're going, Candy looks to the others, kind of puts her hands up very plainly.
Rabbits!
We don't know that it's the same rabbit.
Oh shit!
They said they beat us black and blue!
Stella,
But we didn't see any.
I do have a
truffles
magic
on 'em.
item on me.
What is it?
The gourd.
Oh, yeah.
Gourd?
As
The
the
gourd with memories in it.
Oh.
Okay, so this is what happens. As the trees begin to shimmer all the way up the hillside, Lavelli, all of a sudden you hear a crack. And you realize that something has happened to the gourd. And as you look at it, it seems that somehow in your way here it has been destroyed and that it is starting to collapse on itself. You see that the gourd opens up and these golden wisps of light begin to whoosh, just whoosh out. All of you see it as these almost like fireflies, these little streams of brilliant light just go up into the sky, and they go and go and go until you can't see them anymore. They spread out in all directions.
Did that look like they returned to anyone else?
I
Hope so.
Yeah.
I'm trying
I
to
don't
remember
really-
what I learned when I looked at this last time, because I think that Calyx's understanding is that they were going to naturally return themselves.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they did. Memories do have a natural inclination to reunite with their minds.
Well, it would have been nice if it could have waited a little bit. The particularly useful bargaining chip we just lost.
Out of character, I'm really glad that I don't have to decide whether or not Calyx smashes it while Lavelli's asleep. Like, I was debating that, and I'm glad we never got to have to decide.
Lavelli, you also notice that 2 other things in your inventory have also been destroyed. You have drawn the ruin card. So please remove 2 items from your inventory of your choice.
You mean all items?
No, I'm never gonna do that ever again. I've been
No.
No, I
Bird.
only have
That's-
2 items.
That's all of his items.
Including the ball.
Including the ball again? No!
I've got a ball and an outfit.
Okay.
You're naked again!
Well, not have
Lavelli,
any
you're
weapons?
naked
Oh.
again.
Oh my god!
But you also
Completely
drew the fates card.
What is going on?
Listen, people bought you like
caused
11 cards, okay?
Yeah.
I
people,
did this to
people.
yourself,
people.
sir.
People did this.
Okay, so anyone that's looking at Lavelli, all of a sudden, poof, Lavelli's naked. All right, what happens next,
What the hell?
Lavelli?
Wait, you're all behind Lavelli, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are leading. That was a
so
stab.
at this angle, there is a huge burn mark along her back with just feathers missing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Are you okay? You're naked. Are you okay? Oh, I'm not looking. I'm sorry.
Lavelli just swears loudly. Is this gonna happen continually?
No, only once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Who says this?
Wow.
I don't know, some
So
voice in the
cold.
back of your head.
Telenmy Hill.
Um, Dimple, Candy, you both have disguise kits. Could you provide our feathered friend with some attire?
It'll take me
you
a
said
bit.
I drew the
yes.
Fates card, right?
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
alter an event.
So then what happens is Lavelli's walking in front of everyone. There's a loud crack. The wisps of memory float up. And as everyone looks back down, Lavelli's clothes are just gone. Her large burn mark on display. And then just with a blink, it's replaced with her original outfit and the ball hanging at the side.
Okay. So you want to restore all of your items from when you created your character?
I'm gonna go with my original outfit and the ball because I don't remember what.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well,
I deleted all those.
I remember. I'm
Delete.
sorry. Listen, I tried nerfing it, okay? I went from everything to just pick 2. Okay? Sorry you only had 2
Yeah.
items.
Look,
For real?
back to back.
It's fine.
For
Fine.
real, when we got the first ruin card in the session 0, I took a screenshot of my inventory.
Amazing.
Okay, so you begin to continue up the hill, and as you do, you find yourselves at the threshold of the cave. When you peek inside, you see worn stone steps leading down into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly here, and you detect a subtle scent of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber, you can see sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys that are dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys lie strewn across the dirt floor. As you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail on her hip that has padlocks for heads. This is Jingle Jangle. I would love to introduce you to her. I love her with all my heart. She is the sweetest thing ever.
Oh my
And-
god.
Hey.
And now to Murder Hobo.
No.
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 Protect Jingle Jangle.
Only if she
That-
tries to rob us. You've got to learn these rules,
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Come on.
As Lavelli, you're the first one in, but as you come up, she gives this faint smile, and you see her wringing her hands together. She's still kind of sticking to the shadows. She says, "Oh, how might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of your happiness in your lives today?"
Well, actually, we came here to help you and someone else.
You see them kind of retreating into the shadows a little bit.
We heard
Jingle
that you'd
Jangle
been-
does not know you.
We'd heard that you'd been, robbed. Burglared, as it was.
Oh, you see her long, swooping ears kind of curve down. She hunches on herself. She says, Jingle Jangle was beaten black and blue by the long-eared brigands. Jingle Jangle. First, they took Jingle Jangle's truffles. Next, they'll want Jingle Jangle's keys.
Don't worry, we'll protect you from the brigands.
Well,
I have a
we-
question. Were they trying to take any memories from you?
Jingle Jangle does not know. Jingle Jangle ran away as soon as they took Jingle Jangle's truffles.
was one of
That's
them carrying this? And Lavelli holds up the cracked gourd.
You see Jingle Jangle kind of cant her head, and slowly she begins to step forward, and you see the candlelight wash over her, and you can see that she has a motley of bruises, and she looks really hurt. She seems to be in varying stages of healing naturally, like it's different colors and stuff. And Jingle Jangle kind of comes up, and you see these large doe-like eyes, very, very blue. She looks at the gourd and says, Jingle Jangle, sorry, don't remember.
Do you need assistance for healing at all? You look fairly injured.
Jingle Jangle looks thoughtful for a second and says, Jingle Jangle, accept help.
Okay.
And they'll do the same thing. Take off flower, kind of eat them, the petals, and a little
Jingle
twist,
Jangle.
and heal Jingle Jangle for 8 points of healing.
Yeah, as your magic begins to manifest and you see the bruises beginning to heal, you see that she begins to kind of straighten up and no longer bowing over, and her smile becomes softer and more natural. And she says, Jingle Jangle, thank you. Jingle Jangle feels much better. As she kind of like flexes a little, you hear all of the different keys that are hanging on her just kind of bring, 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 bring.
That doesn't sound like jingles or jangles.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Don't be rude, Scarlet.
I think Dimple, you were saying something? Question?
Oh, I'd asked if they had lost a memory,
Oh.
but they
Eh.
didn't seem to. That didn't
Sorry,
seem to
I
be a
lost the
thing.
memory of that, apparently.
Well, how would one
okay.
know if they've lost a memory?
Well, it was a very specific memory. Maybe there's more than one of these brigand groups going around asking for different things.
Maybe.
Well, they did mention a brigand prince. It would make sense if they had multiple groups that were acting on their behalf.
That makes sense.
We were hoping that you might be able to help us as well. We'd heard that you were a great collector of keys and gestures to the cage with
Bavelli holds it out.
Yeah, Sir Talavar's like,
Sir
help
Talavar.
me! So
we thought perhaps you'd be able to unlock our friend here.
Jingle Jangle, as all of you are having this conversation, her eyes kind of go back and forth. You see her ears turning curiously. She's listening. And she says, as she's beginning to like search her belt, and she pulls out a ring of many, many keys and begins to like poke through them. She says, Jingle Jangle would love to help you. Jingle Jangle thinks you are all very kind. Jingle Jangle has a question for you.
Hmm?
Of course.
Jingle Jangle wants to know if you met brigands.
We did.
Yes.
They tried to steal memories from us, so we knocked them out and tied them up.
Jingle Jangle knows where the brigands come from.
Where do they come from?
Where'd they go?
As she is kind of like searching through the keys and kind of talking to you, you hear a of her stomach, and she winces a little.
Oh. When is the last time you ate?
Well, Jingle Jangle does not know. And you see like a click as Jingle Jangle produces a silver key and holds it out to you.
Well, a trade is only fair, and Bavelli will look over to Kalik, who has not lost all of his supplies. Sure that you have some food and offer.
Of course. And Kale can go rummaging through his bag and pull out one day's worth of rations.
Oh. You give this to Jingle Jangle?
Certainly.
All of it?
You've helped us a great deal by allowing us use of a key we deeply needed.
Oh. See like a big flush
Mhm.
go over her cheeks and her ears are standing straight up. Jingle Jangle, thank you. And just like grabby hands, grabs the food and immediately sits down in the dirt and starts tearing into it. You see like as her mouth opens, like she has these like really jagged feral teeth. She's like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr."
And now that she
feel
has energy, she kills us all with the locks.
I feel like Caleb probably has like trail mix and dried fruit in there.
Oh, Ricari also has good berries.
I do, but guess who only has one more spell slot left at level 2?
That's kind of what I was thinking about when I was like, yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
As Jingle Jangle looks up at the group of you, stinky and probably tired, Jingle Jangle says,
Only one of us is stinky, and it's Ricari.
Wow.
She says with
No.
a mouth full of food, please sit.
Oh.
Rest with me. Rest with Jingle Jangle.
Are
Hurry
you thirsty, Jingle Jangle?
Are you?
I'm gonna pull out a bottle of Witchlight wine
Ah.
and give it to Jingle Jangle.
This is the first time you're opening it, right?
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You
Oh no.
you pop it open and it begins to very softly play Calliope music.
I like to imagine that Lavelli's was very loud.
Yeah, this
Are
one's
you-
quiet.
You a native of this place?
Jingle Jangle has lived here for a very long time. Jingle Jangle lives in Telenmy Hill. Telenmy Hill goes many places, more than just Prismere.
Are you, I suppose my question should be, a native of Prismere then?
Jingle Jangle is very old. Jingle Jangle don't remember where Jingle Jangle came from. It's not in the character sheet. Jingle Jangle has been here in hither a long time. Telenmy Hill cannot leave hither.
Have you ever been to Wither?
Jingle Jangle has not. But Jingle Jangle knows that the best guide in hither is a pincer-clawed scarecrow named Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw is around
Naturally.
Downfall.
From where?
Jingle Jangle does not know. Clapperclaw likes to be around Downfall, which is
Oh, Downfall. Okay.
Yes. Jingle Jangle knows that Downfall is currently occupied by Bavlorna Blightstraw.
You've heard that name before.
You see her kind of like shaking angrily. Jingle Jangle does not like Bavlorna Blightstraw.
I don't think any of us do at this point, considering.
And that
Have you met her?
Jingle Jangle has not. Jingle Jangle has been very lucky. However, Jingle Jangle did meet the brigands. Jingle Jangle knows that the leader of the Harengon brigands is Agdon Lonscarf. Agdon
Yeah, we
wears a
heard
bright
of him.
blue scarf that moves as fast as lightning.
And you said you know where they are.
Hmm.
Where are they?
Jingle Jangle says that you must go to the Brigands' Tollway. Series of wooden catwalks and a giant tree stump. The brigands camp on the top of the stump because it gives them advantage in high ground.
I think I saw that when we were on top of that bridge.
Not an unwise
Um,
decision.
Do you happen to know why they're trying to steal memories for this guy?
Jingle Jangle does not know. Jingle Jangle knows that Agdon Longscarf has a very infamous reputation. Many people here in Hither do not like Agdon Longscarf. He is a trickster.
All right. Well, we can go have a word with him. Get things settled so
And
they
get
leave
back
you
in traffic.
alone.
But first, if you wouldn't mind helping our friend.
Oh.
She holds out the little pseudo-dragon.
Yeah. Sir Talavar has been just shaking in the background, like, let me out! Let me out! Right? And
Stop talking!
so yes. So you
The end.
Goodbye forever. Okay.
Will they open the cage? Will Jingle Jangle jangle jingles?
So Jingle
Tune in
Jangle
next time.
kind of just holds the key out for you. And surrenders it willingly. So who wants to take the key and who wants to open it?
Well, Lavelli's holding the cage.
Let's just say,
I can.
Scarlet, you have delivered our friend thus far. Honors ought to be yours.
Mm-hmm.
She'll hold it by the handle at the top in one hand and reach out for the key with her other.
Okay, yes. So you put it in, and with a click, you see a brilliant opalescent flash just wash over the birdcage, and you can almost see the magic just disappear. It clicks open, and the door swings, and you see a trail of light and glitter following Sir Talavar as he bursts out of the birdcage and floats near you. He stretches his wings. He says, "Ah, excellent. Thank you so much, my esteemed companions, for your assistance. Now that I am outside of the cage, I can use my magic."
Your magic.
You cast prestidigitation. Ka-ta!
Oh, could you like clean us with that? We smell really bad.
It would be my honor.
Oh, thank
And then he spends like an hour just Hiya! Just cleaning 5-foot square inches. I don't know, whatever. He cleans all of you. We have like a cut, like 2 hours later, right? Like, cause
Clean and shiny.
Oh.
you're all shiny and you smell nice.
Oof.
That's good to not be full of mud
But
anymore.
what about our characters, Stella?
Wow. Wow.
Your characters are all stinky
Hey, let's be fair.
forever.
Let's be fair, only one of us is shiny, and it's me.
So, at the end of it, Sir Talavar gets on one knee and holds his sword up over his head and says, "Your valor will not be forgotten. I will take your names to the Summer Queen, and I will tell them of your story. As my token of gratitude, I wish to give you my sword." And as he says that, there's like a ping, just a flash of light across it. It's a dagger.
Is it like just really?
It's a dagger.
That's,
Lavelli reaches
really
out
fine.
and like pinches it between her talons.
It's a dagger. Like it's not like a toothpick. Like it is like a full
Hmm.
dagger in your hand, but in his hand it looks like a longsword.
That's right. Pseudo dragons are like cat sized.
Yeah, he's little.
That's
So
very
you
kind
take
of
the
you.
dagger?
Yes.
Okay, you need to add it to your inventory as +1 tiny sword. It's not a dagger, it's a tiny sword.
But you just told me it was a dagger.
It's a tiny
Or
sword.
the tiny longsword.
That does 1d4 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, just tiny damage.
+1. Because it's magic. And then immediately Sir Talavar says, "I must be off!" And then he flies away. And he's
Oh,
gone.
goodbye. Well, that was exciting. Our new friend's gone.
What happens to a lot of our friends?
Yeah, they kind of just leave us, and I'm not fully used to that yet. I have attachment issues, but it's okay. It's fine. Fine.
As you're saying that, Jingle Jangle's like stuffing a biscuit in her mouth. She's kind of like munching and looking at the group of you, watching all of this. Jingle
So-
Jangle would love to be your friend.
I would love to be yours.
You draw the night card. Jingle Jangle's gonna be your knight.
Yay!
Jingle, jingle!
Alright, so at some point in the future, Jingle Jangle's gonna die for us.
No.
For you.
No.
Out of
We'll die
character.
for Jingle
At some
Jangle.
point in the future,
Yeah.
we're gonna walk through a mirror and completely forget that we had knights.
No, you see, at the end of the session, we're gonna have
Those
like
are other nights.
at the end of
Stella.
this campaign, we're gonna have so many knights that
Yeah.
when one of us goes down, all the knights are gonna like domino pile to like take the hit for each other.
Yeah.
Listen, we have like a hard camera cut to the world of Greyhawk, and there's like this epic battle going on, and we see Martyr
Fine,
and
Arlu and Martyr.
Arlu, and yeah, they're all like battling for their lives, and they're like, "We're coming, where we will be reunited with our heroes." And then it's like a hard cut back to Jingle Jangle just being like K-pop hearts at you.
Of course, you can come with us. We'd love to have you. Are you sure though that are you sure it's so cool with Telenmy? Because they're your friend too.
Oh,
They won't get lonely, will they?
Yeah.
Jingle Jangle will not leave hither, but Jingle Jangle can help you while you are here.
And
Fine.
you can assist with getting revenge on the brigands that wounded you earlier. I'm sure that'll feel good.
So your eyes just kind of like,
Grr.
yeah, she just like pulls
He's
her flail out,
ready.
just like blap, blap,
Grr.
blap.
Yeah, we'll beat them black
There
and
we
blue.
go. That's the spirit.
Jingle Jangle loves this idea.
Perfect.
All right. Well,
Jingle
it's
jangle.
important to get lots of rest before you go revenging.
True.
It seems you have quite the familiarity with locks and keys.
Oh.
And, Caleb will hold up his little question mark key.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this goes to?
Okay. So have you ever seen those videos of cats like on catnip? So you see her eyes just somehow get even wider, and her pupils just completely take over her eyes, right? They're just like,
You've dilated her.
and you see her like beginning to violently shake, right? And she says, Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle loves keys. Jingle Jangle doesn't have this key.
You've drawn the flames card again.
No. I have
I've
4
drawn the
cards.
steal somebody's night card.
I think you've drawn to the get mugged card.
Get mugged.
Huh.
Well, Kaylee,
This seems like this is a problem. You can all feel it in the air. There's something not natural going
No.
on.
So do you know what it goes to?
Jingle
Like a
Jangle.
more hesitant repeat of the question.
Jingle Jangle thinks you should give key to Jingle Jangle so Jingle Jangle can investigate. Just shaking like a chihuahua.
That sounds like a great idea.
Sure, you can investigate it, and he'll like very uncertainly hold it out.
Yeah.
Never getting it back.
She snatches it and she like bolts into a dark corner of the cave, and you just see her hunched over, just kind of looking at it.
that's not a problem.
Nope.
Yeah, I kind of saw this going in a more informative direction when I started.
Jingle
I
Jangle
mean-
says, kind of waving a hand without looking, Jingle Jangle
you
will
know.
investigate. Jingle Jangle invites you to come back later.
Oh.
Well, guess she's not coming with us then.
I guess Jingle Jangle, I mean, can you investigate the key while you walk?
You see her head kind of turn and look at you, and it's like seeing like cat's eyes in the dark, just 2 golden saucers and nothing else. Just like the faint outline of her head and just like 2 golden eyes.
I've created Golem.
Yep.
So maybe in the future, we don't show people their objects of obsession.
I didn't realize that it was an obsession so much
She's
as
covered
just a
in
collection.
keys. This is a hoard.
Yeah, you say as all of you are standing on a blanket of keys that are on the ground.
Yep.
Well, maybe one of us should take it from her.
Do you want to try?
Hey, Bright Mite, you want to try taking a key away from Jingle
Key
Jangle
goblin?
over there?
No.
Okay, Jimbo. Hey, you wanna try to take a key?
Well, they seem to have got a care and for you more than anyone else. I feel like you'd be the better chance than anybody else.
You just see her head kind of go back and she just goes,
Stella, can
I said
make
a better
request?
chance. I didn't say a chance.
yes, my dear.
So, Jingle Jangle is Lavelli's like night card or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Please, can Jingle Jangle use a keyblade in combat?
They use a
Have a key flail.
They use a flock.
Like a lock flail. A flock.
Wow.
Look, maybe like it splits in half and it'll turn into a knife.
Yeah, it's a keyblade.
I'll think about it. It really depends on what happens in these next few moments.
The question mark key turns into a keyblade. You've unlocked her power. So maybe we leave.
But I want to but she said she'd come with. I feel like this is going to be very unhealthy behavior.
You say
I
as
mean,
you
we
look
can-
around at the cave full of keys.
We need
There's
to rest
literally,
anyway,
like-
so why don't...
A wall of keys with strings like between them, kind of like a Pepe Silva, kind of bullshit.
Lavelli looks back over. Hey, the best way to test out that key would be to go around to different places and try it on locks, right?
You see her kind of straighten up. She just kind of scampers out a little, holding the key. You see her knuckles are like white and tight. She does not want to let go of it. She says, Jingle Jangle will help you. Yes. Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle help.
You have been robbed once. Maybe you'd like one of us to hold on to it to keep it safe for you?
Jingle Jangle. No.
But we're your
No.
friends, remember?
We
I mean,
can act
what's-
as a sort of an armed escort. Your guard.
Jingle
We're like
Jangle
your
go
knight.
with you.
Yeah.
Jingle Jangle think you should rest now. Kind of looking at the key. She'll go into the corner,
Okay.
sit down, her back to you, and you just see her like stroking it.
Lavelli slowly turns their head towards Gaelic. So have we learned a lesson? About enabling obsessions?
Kalik is going to head out to just like the mouth of the cave and just lean up against the opening, basically standing guard.
Okay.
No answer, just walks off.
Arpus watches as Kalik kind of walks off in silence. Well, I've learned that I'm gonna sleep. And I go and find a place to lay down.
You have to
There's
like
only
push a
keys.
bunch of keys out of the way to make a nice little even patch.
Do they not have memory foam keys?
No.
Lavelli's just gonna go outside and ask Telenmy if there's a good place to camp out.
Telenmy says, "Oh, there are many patches of moss throughout Telenmy Hill.
Ooh.
And which one is the softest?
Ooh," and you just see like the willows just kind of wiggling and leading away from the cave.
Lavelli goes that way.
Okay. About like 2 minutes of a walk away, so you can't see the cave anymore. You don't see Kalik by the mouth of the cave. There's a big patch of silvery green moss.
Hell yeah, let's sleep.
It's comfortable.
How comfortable?
It's also poison.
So
You've drawn the
comfortable.
John Bond card.
Yeah,
John Bond is
actually.
in
You know what? Great idea. Okay, so you lay down in the moss, and the moss swallows you up. You disappear. No one.
Oh no!
No one hears you scream. You've drawn the void card. You get separated from the party.
How many bad cards are
Wow.
left in the deck of many?
You took all of them.
I
You got
guess
all the
the
bad cards.
belly's gone to bed.
2.
If someone were to give them all to Kalik, how many bad
There's
cards would he
5 cards left. 2 of them are bad.
get? Hey, can we get Kalik the dungeon card 3 times in a row?
I might have learned a lesson about showing people things that they're obsessed with. You've learned a lesson about messing with me. I will go to the DM and I will have her swallow you all.
Oh, I'm like, oh, this is a good idea. I use it now. Yep. All right.
think-
Yep.
I was gonna say, I think Ricaria goes to the mouth of the cave, beside Kalik, and says,
Hey, like none of that really. I mean, I would have honestly. I encourage you to give the keys, so I don't really blame you either for doing it.
No, sorry. It is, after all, Prismere, favored lands and all. Not accepting hospitality if I don't have to.
Oh, well, I mean, we did help her, right?
No, sure, but you have a considerable amount of sway here over those who accept your hospitality.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant me specifically.
No,
I
not
said,
no.
"What?" Oh.
I mean, she's a goblin.
Mhm.
Doesn't necessarily mean a native of the area, but I'd rather not take the risk. Just, for safety.
Understandable. I think I'm still gonna sleep inside. Like, she seems really nice.
I will.
Kalik doesn't trust new friends.
I mean, I don't know about you. Well, I know, Kalik, you've said a lot of things your parents have said, for Fae and everything, but I haven't interacted with the Fae too much, a little bit, back in the Qualwood, but the one that I met was really nice, and I don't know, it's kind of, huh?
Don't get me wrong. It's not like all Fae are bad or anything like that. It's just this place is where they are most powerful, and if they did
Oh.
want to do you harm, they can do quite a bit of it while you're here. I just want to be safe, is all.
That's understandable.
If you want to rest, by all means, head inside. Honestly, Scarlet headed off outside the cave as well, with the two of us not compelled to the laws of hospitality. If something should happen, we'll have someone who can help.
Okay. Well, how about this?
And on the other side of the mouth of the cave, Ricaria kind of leans against it and slides down and says,
I'll camp here with you, so you're not alone.
He gives a little half smile. I appreciate company.
Okay.
And he'll slide down too and take his seat on the other side.
kind of sitting there for a moment, Ricaria just kind of closes their eyes and instantly just starts snoring. Full sleep, very tired.
Chester, what are you doing?
I think Chester's gonna follow in Scarlet's path, and
Okay.
sort of will notice that Scarlet was out there and went away, and then he'll also talk to the land as well and say, do you know where the bird went?
Oh, yes.
Well, I don't know if it knows your name.
I'm just the bird to you.
For the
A
bird on
bird?
I can lead you right to them if you like.
Sure.
Follow me. And the wiggle, 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 wiggle.
You've drawn to the Super Flames card. Telenmy Hill is now an enemy.
Oh no, not a no. Let me know.
Just
I'll
steps
follow.
on you.
Okay.
No.
So you are led to a little bit of a clearing, and you see a patch of moss. And on the patch of moss, you find one black feather.
Kettles.
Did you just say Skittles?
I said kettle stream.
It's a patch of Skittles.
One feather's here. Oh, maybe Scarlet was laying here and decided to move away, but it looks so comfortable.
Do you want to approach the feather?
You know what? Curiosity, yeah, why not?
Insert face to bear trap.
It's fine.
Face
Ooh,
hugger.
music. Ooh, music change. Ooh.
Good
So,
work.
Chester, as you step
Yes.
on the moss, you bend over to pick up the feather. All of a sudden, you get sucked into the moss and you disappear. And we see
Wow.
something completely different as we follow Lavelli and Chester. Lavelli, you begin to free fall through darkness. You don't know where you are. You don't hear any sounds of the swamp anymore. And it feels as if you're whooshing through the air. You're trying to spread out your wings and catch yourself, because I feel like that's something a natural instinct you would do as an Aarakocra, but it's not working. You can't, you're just kind of like spinning and just free falling, unable to catch the wind here. Chester, you see Lavelli way below you here in this realm of darkness. And you hear a voice say, "Dear Dimple, it has been very interesting seeing you make your way through hither. I think that perhaps you and I could have a little chat. You see, there are many opportunities here in Prismere, and all I want to do is help.
Uh-huh.
I see that you are trapped here, and I can give you the help you need to escape. You and your friend. What do you say?" You have drawn the throne card. An
Oh.
opportunity opens up for you. It is your choice whether you want to accept it or not.
Caleb would immediately be like, hell no, I'm not taking any deals in the Feywilds.
Oh,
I was
God,
gonna say,
no.
with Chester working at the circus, sort of dealing with Fae in a similar sense, would he know that deals from Fae can be sort of so-so? Like, it can, like, you do this, but it comes at a cost.
So the thing about the carnival is that there are Fae there,
Mhm.
and there is Fae magic. But as far as like the culture, and it's not
'Cause-
completely Fae, because you have people
Okay.
from all places working at the carnival, right? So
Alright.
you can roll me a history check, but this is just going to be a regular roll. It's pretty limited, unless you like did a bunch of research or something. So with a 19 history, I will say that this is going to be limited
I do know
information.
Sylvan, if that helps any. 'Cause I
Yeah.
did learn the language.
However, you do know it's pretty common knowledge that Fae contracts can be really tricky. There's a lot
Maybe
of
that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
of.
So you know that the details of each contract will vary from whatever it is, whoever it's with.
Okay.
So the wording of things is really important, but it's not like inherently evil, or it's not like inherently
Well-
like a bad thing. It just
Right.
depends on who's involved.
Right, and I guess maybe that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of the contract situation where you have to like read the fine print to know what you're signing.
Yeah, but a lot of the time, even the fine print could be not forthcoming, right?
Yeah.
It's really tricky stuff. But
Well-
you do know that Fey pacts, with the 19 history, I'm going to say, you do know that they are binding. So if someone says they're going to do something, it's going to happen, right? They have to keep up
Okay.
their end of the bargain too.
Okay. Well, what sort of deal are you proposing? This help that you have for me, what are you proposing?
Oh God, I can't remember the voice I was doing.
What?
I will help you escape, and I will help you through Prismere if you do something for me.
What would that be?
I cannot tell you right now.
Mm,
The trauma for Kalik.
mm,
I
well,
think Kalik would literally be stabbing the air around him right now.
I've got a deal for you. You
Good
die.
deal for you.
With my blade.
All I need is a yes or no right now.
If I say yes, can it be guaranteed that none of my friends will come to harm?
I cannot guarantee that your friends will not be harmed, but I can guarantee they will not die.
Okay, I guess saying harm was a bit more, yeah. They won't die. I feel like I don't know where I am around me and in this place. I don't know.
I need a yes or a
My-
no.
My gut is, you know what? Kalik's gonna kill me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree to this deal.
Okay. You see just whoosh in front of you, made out of moonlight, what looks like a parchment unfurl. There are many, many words kind of through it, and you see a line. And there's a quill made out of the same light that appears in your hand. Sign your name.
Chester thinks about it for a minute and signs it as Dimple.
Okay. As you do, it just bloop, disappears. And Lavelli, all of a sudden, Chester appears above you. You're free falling, unable to stop.
Lavelli glances up and sees Chester, and she shouts out, "Cast your falling spell!" Chester?
Yeah. I was gonna say, is this after all of the deal has been made and everything else?
Yeah.
Or is this in the middle of it? Okay.
Nope, it's after.
Okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I don't think I
I'd
need to use it.
Test this.
Okay, so Chester, part of the fine
Mhm.
print that was not mentioned that you signed, you, even though you signed it with not your name, but for you, Zombie, the player, whenever you try to talk about this contract, the only thing other people will hear is you going, la, 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 la.
God, we're going big fat
Oh,
liar.
that. Oh, we're
So
doing
you are
that.
cursed
Okay.
in the sense that you cannot communicate
Oh.
about this contract.
Cool. I signed a contract and Kayla can't kill me. Nice.
So if you try to write it out,
I mean, if you start going la la la
you try to
in
do
front of him, he might kill
puppet
you.
hands, right? Like literally, if your intent is to try to communicate, you just can't.
Yeah. Nope.
Where have
Okay.
we seen that before?
I wonder. I wonder.
Just a quick cut to Diana, the centaur, just starting to like vomit up tree sap when she tries talking about it. Okay, yeah. So Chester, you're there. Lavelli says, "Use your falling spell."
Yeah. Well, I mean, they said that we would be. They would help us out of here, wouldn't they? If I signed the contract.
Yeah. But what do you want to do right now? You're still here.
Crap. Could I still say the words, I think everything will be okay, without it sounding like gibberish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not mentioning the contract. You're just like, everything's
No.
gonna be fine.
Everything's gonna be fine, just trust me. I'm not gonna need to use it.
Do I feel like wind on my feathers as I'm
No.
falling? So I don't feel anything.
No, I think I did say there's a rush of wind. So yeah, you do feel the wind,
Mhm.
but it feels
I just can't like catch.
yeah,
it.
yeah. So just above, like, so out of character for zombie, you need to do something here, and whatever you
Oh,
do
do
is
I?
going to
Okay.
work, right? So I'm letting you
Okay.
choose how to basically deal with this. But before
Alright.
you do, Lavelli, was there something that you wanted to try?
So this feels wrong, and like if when she stretches her wings fully out, she's not like hitting any rocks or anything, right?
No, it seems like you're falling forever.
So, with Chester having indecision and not seeming like he's gonna help her, she's gonna like tuck her wings in and try to dive faster.
Okay, so Chester, you see Lavelli just begin to fall through this perpetual darkness a lot faster. What do you want to do?
He'll go. He'll kind of keep going for a minute and realize that nothing initially has happened,
Mm-hmm.
as he sort of thought when he signed the contract that magically they'd just go back to where they were. Since that's not happening, he's going to, as well, I guess, do the best he can to sort of like push forward
Okay, yeah.
to get close enough to Lavelli.
Yeah, just the intent of trying to
then-
go faster, even if you don't like, tuck in and like become a bullet
Yeah.
or something. Just thinking about going faster, you begin to move faster.
Okay, and then when I get close enough to Lavelli, I want to. I'll yell, "I'm right here." Well, this isn't how I thought this was going to go, but fine. And he'll, can I grab a leg or a wing of you?
She'll be very startled at first that Chester has caught up to her
Yeah, very quickly.
Mhm.
before reaching her hand out.
Okay, because I have to hold your hand for this, or hold something for this. And he grabs the hand, and I will use my very last level 1 spell slot to cast Featherfall. Once
Oh, that's why
again.
you did want to do it.
So you cast, as soon as you cast this spell, and as soon as you grab a hold of Lavelli, just poof, you both land on your butts on the patch of grassy moss. And you're literally sitting on the spot that you had fallen through, but you don't fall through anymore.
Well, what happened there?
Chester, you hear a voice, and it says, "You're welcome. Now your friend will think that you were able to save them." Lavelli, you do not hear this voice.
Velia
And
holds
Chester
on
will
tight.
just say thank you, I guess, without any rhyme or reason. Or yeah, thank you.
No, Chester, I'm the one who should say that. Thank you. I don't know how you caught up to me, but I guess I was out of range before.
Yeah, I don't know, I just, for some reason, I thought maybe, things would have happened a little differently. But yeah, no, that's fine, I don't mind using it, but I do think I'm gonna need to rest. We've been doing a lot of things. I don't know what happened. Do you know? Does this, like, he'll keep pushing down on the mossy grass, thinking, like,
It's
is there, like, a
totally
portal
solid.
here?
No
Okay.
portal
So
opens up.
What's our like current position right now?
You are on the grass. Lavelli, you had like laid down to go to sleep, right? It's you're just on moss. There's nothing special about it.
Okay, so it's essentially we are where we fell through
Yep.
before. Okay.
Almost as if it didn't happen, but you do remember it happening.
Do you think we were under a spell? An illusion of some sort?
Yeah, maybe. Because I came to find you to see if maybe you'd have found a nice spot to sort of camp out for the night, and all of a sudden I saw a feather of yours, and woof, I went into a port. It felt like a portal.
She frowns. How did you break through the illusion?
Well, screw it. I sort of.
Well, I asked screw it.
There was a voice in there, and it had me sign a contract to sort of help you and get escape.
Yeah, Lavelli, all
Yep.
you hear Chester say is.
Well, if you really must know.
She's just gonna like bonk him on the head. Like, are you working yet? Are you working again?
Ow! Yes.
You're,
No, not magic. What?
No.
You're
You
not
hit me
using
in the
your
head,
words
I'm
right
confused.
now.
I was
Sounds
trying
like you're
to.
trying to choke on your own tongue.
And when you try explaining it, it's just more
It's
of it.
fine.
She bonks him again.
Ah.
So,
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell. Why are you hitting me? I saved you. I helped you.
so we'll
Well,
kind of like
It seems like you're under some lingering effects.
we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
cut
maybe.
away from the two of you as you're kind of being. I don't know what's
We're doing
going on.
Three Stooges right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lavelli, so you had
Uh-huh.
drawn the comet card. Unfortunately, you were unable to deal with that encounter by yourself, so you do not level up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magic.
Damn.
So close. The camera will cut over
Really bad
to.
cards.
Yeah. There's one left for Lavelli.
Hey, look, I feel like I could have dealt with that by myself, but someone made an eldritch deal to deal with it for me.
Just a little bit. All right, Erithus, what are you doing? So we have Ricaria by the door. I mean, the entrance. We have Kalik on the other side. Outside, Lavelli and Chester are gone.
Yeah, we died.
I think Arthas had been trying to sleep, but quickly learns that the ground is not very comfortable in this place because of all the keys poking up. Darn anti-homeless measures. So Arthas stands up and eventually
What is your passive perception?
not good. It's 10.
Okay, well, even with a 10, you can hear Jingle Jangle has fallen asleep, and they are snoring a little quietly.
Okay. Arthas kind of looks around the room, and then his thoughts drift back to earlier in the day, and then back to the carnival, and these little interactions that he keeps having with Ricaria. Small interactions that keep, like, bugging him. He goes to walk outside of the cave, but then sees that she is talking to Kalik / hanging out with Kalik. He stops for a moment and just kind of looks. And then he kind of shakes his head to himself and will go back downstairs and just try to force sleep past the uncomfortableness.
Okay. Very good. So, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a time skip here. Everyone can take the benefits of a long rest.
It's 3 years later.
3 years. 3 years later, you know.
We all
little
died.
SpongeBob screen
Rip Van
comes up.
Winkle. Haha.
So, we see Lavelli trying to go to sleep here. Lavelli, you do not sleep very well. In fact,
Okay, so I don't get the benefit of a long.
no, you do. You do. You just have a
Okay.
nightmare. In your nightmare, it is
Mhm.
so uncomfortable that you lose a part of yourself. You have drawn the Fool card. So with this card, you must surrender something. A memory, a sense, or a bond, or anything like that. Part of you just let go.
Forgets how to do a flurry of blows.
Forgets how to do your mom.
She might be
So
dead.
with every, that's why we forgot we don't need that anymore.
Yikes.
Trying to think, because I want it to be something that relates to what just happened
Okay.
in a way.
You don't have to decide now. Like, we can talk off screen too, because that session's about to end.
I think she forgets she forgets a memory of a time when she was saved before
Okay.
by someone else.
Yeah, so like you have a nightmare about this event where you were saved by someone else, and when you wake up, you're in a cold sweat, and you don't remember your dream, and you don't remember that event anymore. As the group of you begin to wake up after your long rest, you gather together, and Kalik, you will find that Jingle Jangle is dead asleep. Even with all the noise that you are making as everyone gathers together, Jingle Jangle is not waking up.
Kaylee, especially given she's recently been attacked and she was very protective of that key and might be aggressive if she was afraid someone was trying to take it. Kalik is going to pull a little bell out of his backpack and just ring it as like a kind of gentle but still loud enough way of being like, come on. Hello.
Okay. As you try to intentionally wake her up, you just hear like a and she begins to scrounge around, looks for that key, your key, grabs it. Jingle Jangle says good morning.
Morning, Jingle Jangle.
Good morning.
Jingle Jangle join you on an adventure?
Certainly.
Of course.
Were you able to figure anything out about the key?
Oh. So you're kind of like turning it over in her hands nervously. Jingle Jangle knows this is a mystery key. Mystery keys very rare. Jingle Jangle knows these have the ability to unlock any door if one is lucky.
I get it. It's a pun. Lucky.
Oh,
I see. I was about to
Smart
check
joke.
whether or not Scarlet understood what a pun was, but now I see what you were going with.
You don't even know where I am.
Yes, we'd be glad to have you adventure with us. We'll be leaving after we have a little breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Of berries.
Green.
Jingle Jangle will go look for truffles.
That'd be wonderful. I don't actually think that we've eaten for like a day.
Jingle Jangle invite you to use Jingle Jangle's fire. Jingle Jangle will be back soon looking for more truffles.
Thank you.
Ooh, fire.
You see her come up to the mouth of the cave where Kalik is, and she looks at the key in her hand, and she looks up at you, and her hand is shaking. From the way that she hesitates, actually roll me an insight check.
I have one of those.
Check or an insight?
22, very good. You can tell just from her body language, she's trying to surrender the key to you, but something is holding her back, and she's scared. So her hands kind of curl on it, and she kind of begins to pull it back. She kind of pushes it forward a little, pulls it back, and it looks like her willpower is not strong enough. She just kind of shoves the key into her pocket. Jingle Jangle will be back soon. Jingle Jangle promise.
Where do you go for your truffles?
Jingle Jangle goes through the marsh. Jingle Jangle invite you to join if you want.
do sort of want to accompany you, just in case you run into any other long-eared brigands. Are we still like pretty close to where the others are?
Yeah. So I think Vicaria can hear all of this.
Yeah, I'm, like,
Arifis
right-
can hear
Yeah.
all of this. It's up to Lavelli and Chester if you want to be here or not.
I
Because
think once Lavelli would have rested, and especially after waking up in a cold sweat, she would have started making her way back.
okay, yeah. So Lavelli's here too.
But she would definitely try to talk to Kalik when she gets back.
So we'll say that you're like coming up as this offer of joining Jingle Jangle to hunt truffles comes up.
And you probably overhear, like, Caleb may not have spotted you yet, but you overhear him saying to Ricaria, I'm gonna go make sure that she doesn't get injured again. We're looking for more truffles.
Oh, okay. I'll hold down the cave.
Right.
Hey, ego check. Lavelli calls out as she's walking up.
Yes.
Nice, he reacted. She'll walk right up to him, put a hand on his shoulder, and then lean past him and whisper, "Someone put an illusion on us last night."
Where were you?
About a couple minutes away, the hill led us to a place to rest for the night.
All right. If the hill led you there, just don't be too trusting of any other instructions it offers.
She lets go of him and steps a bit back.
You see Jingle Jangle kind of rocking on her heels, just kind of just patiently waiting for Kalik.
Truffles then.
Truffles!
Lead the way.
She begins to do a little march. She hums along the way. She takes you down the hill.
Mhm.
And we'll do a little montage here. You basically go truffle hunting. It's really boring. You get stinky again. There's mud involved. And then you come back.
While Kalik and them are on a montage, I think Lavelli would take Aravis and be like, "Hey, let's go craft an oar for that raft."
Alright, yeah, that sounds good.
As long as the hill is okay with that.
Well, it did say not to mess with the trees, but
There's other stuff we can use.
is there?
There's keys. Surely there's like a 10-foot tall key.
No, they're just regular keys.
I'm kidding.
But
you
the
can just
trees
keep
will say
using-
like, "Oh, here's some dead wood."
Yeah, like if they are normal trees, they'll have dropped stuff there.
Yeah.
Thanks. I love deadwood. I'm gonna start trying to craft an oar or something to help, so I don't have to keep using my javelins.
Okay, you can add an oar to your inventory.
Is it 10 foot long?
Ba-na-na-na.
It's 9.5. Does not pass regulations. No, I'm kidding. So Kalik and Jingle Jangle come back. They have truffles. And Jingle Jangle says, "Jingle Jangle can make soup. Very, very good. Roasted
I-
truffles."
Love a good.
Mm-mm. And we will fade out the screen as the group begins to eat. And that will be the end of our session for today.
Good soup.
Good
Quick, someone buy 8
Yay.
more cards.
Good soup.
Hurry! I think there's only 5 more, right?
Yeah.
Quick, someone buy 5 more cards. It's at a discount now.
Thank you,
They're
everyone, so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We're going to go around, tell you who we are, where you can find us, and what our favorite part of today's episode was. And we're going to start with Vertigo Cross.
Hi, I'm Vertigo. I play random games, whatever I find that's interesting or I don't think people know a lot about. I like to get people addicted to games. Currently, I have gotten all my friends to be addicted to Vampire Survivors. You can catch me whenever I have free time around the week, or on Monday with Stella doing MMM, turning everything into best friend saucy time.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. What was your favorite part? Oh, I've kind of switched up how I do this now. You can either share like your favorite part, or if that's too hard, you can give a compliment to another player.
That made it harder.
Just pick one thing.
I think everyone did it real good today, you know? There was a bunch of good interactions. You can definitely see how everyone's adjusting to actually being in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'd compliment that.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I am any of those three like to call me. Lore Keeper, Clip Master. Probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. I don't stream much, but I do have my Twitch channel there. I'm thinking maybe once the new Kirby game comes out in March, I might want to stream some of that, because I'm definitely going to want to play it, and may as well stream and have a little bit of fun with that. And it's Kirby's 30th anniversary this year, so I may as well do more, Kirby content. Kirby content's always good. You can also find me on Mondays with Mr. B Street Holmes Other Matthew at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for our Nights of Nerdvana. Right, I got it right. Nights of Nerdvana stream, which is always really, really a lot of fun. Yeah, and I felt really cozy today. Normally I wear like plaid, but today I was like, I felt like wearing a hoodie, and I have this awesome hoodie that you might recognize this little emote from.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, so for Phenomenon, who you should check out because he's got awesome content. I got it for Christmas. I put it on my Christmas list, and I was able to get it, and I thought it was like really, really cool. And then I just live in Stella's Discord and Robo's Discord, and then like as I said at the beginning, I'm starting to get more and more work as editor, clipper, whatever the hell. If you want me, the easiest way to get a hold of me is either in my DMs or Discord DMs or Twitch DMs. If you want to do anything until I get my thing going together. Favorite moment of this entire session has to be for me Jingle Jangles. Anything to do with Jingle Jangles, my absolute favorite. I kind of want to see where this goes with Jingle Jangle.
I love Jingle Jangle. She's my favorite NPC.
She is great. She is now my new favorite NPC in this campaign.
Awesome. Thank you. Next we have Matthew.
Hey guys, I'm Matthew, or B Street Holmes is how you'll find me on most social media, Twitch or which I don't do very much with, or Twitter, or in Stella's Discord. And as Jacob mentioned, we do a show on Monday nights on YouTube. If you join Stella's Discord, Jacob is always very, very good about including a link when we get started on Monday nights. So that is a fantastic way to keep up with us. My favorite part tonight, I think, is going to collectively go to the two NPCs, because I did really love Jingle Jangle. I also had a lot of fun with Sir Talavar, especially because, like, I think technically it's the first Fae that Kalik has met, and he was super nice.
Yeah.
And so now Kalik is like rethinking some things.
Yeah, Sir Talavar is really cool. I was a little sad that like the way it's written into the story that you basically go on a small quest to free him and then he leaves. But might not be the last time we see him. Excellent.
He's the final boss.
Oh no, the big bad.
Thank you so much. Next we have Emma. Muted.
Muted there, Emma.
I looked down at my mic to see if it was still flashing, and I thought it stopped. Okay. Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, I run various TTRPG games. On Twitter, I shitpost. I'm also writing a TTRPG system called All the Witches. I recently put out a hiring ad thing for that on Twitter. Got a bunch of applications to go through. I'm going to be reaching out to some people probably tomorrow, because it's my first night off from games, and I'll have a little team together and from there, we'll probably be releasing some information about stuff. So, if you want to hear more about the system, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll be releasing information every once in a bit. My favorite part for tonight was I really loved fishing for cards in order to get the night card for a bunny friend, and then instead he got the fiend card. That was beautiful. God. Loved it a lot.
Yep.
And I also really just kind of loved the interactions with that bunny person after they woke up. It was good.
Save a person's life and they're just so ungrateful.
Right?
One of my favorite things to do as a DM is to make antagonistic NPCs that are not inherently like hostile, or they can't just go straight to violence because of circumstances. It's like, I love having asshole NPCs because it's really easy to make NPCs that are like nice to the party, but it's like not everyone's gonna like you. You know, especially if you foil their plans of violence and theft and terrible
Free them
bullshit.
from a giant snake.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Next we have Maddie.
Hello everyone, I'm Maddie Matihi. You can find me at Maddie Matihi both on Instagram and Twitter. Matihi on Twitch, which I never am there, but I am here. And I'm over on Emma Panada's channel every Tuesday running our Curse of Lady Strahd campaign, of course. And I'm also there every other Friday with our Avatar Legends game run by Emma herself. Other than that, for tonight, I really enjoyed like the feral Jingle Jangle once, you know, she got the key. Just like hiding in the corner, just like, this is mine, my precious. It's great. And I love just like me being like, hey, Erebus, you want to go talk? It's like, no. Just like deadpan. No.
I love Erebus. Erebus
wanna
brings
make-
a really good energy to the party.
I want to make friends with Erebus so bad as Ricaria, but she feels so rebuffed all the time and so sad.
You keep calling Erebus a tiefling, and
Because
obviously he's not a tiefling.
He's obviously an alien from the moon.
Obviously
Oh,
not a
yeah.
tiefling.
Yes.
Obviously not a team.
Obviously.
Oh.
So like one of the things that's different between this game and then the Start Playing Games Witchlight that I'm running, they never got to see this side of Jingle Jangle because it never came up. Because like there's this whole... The thing I love about this game is that all of the NPCs have like really fleshed out backgrounds, and there's a lot of really interesting information about them. I was like, as soon as Matthew was like, I bring out the key, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. This is gonna be so juicy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting over here thinking like, all right, Stella finally gave me a knight. It's a key goblin, and then immediately they're broken.
Oh no!
I feel like the clues were there as soon as you walked in, that there's a severe weakness for this person.
Let's give him a key.
But I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because we get to play with it, right? It's not like nothing can come out of it.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite part was being able to play this part of Jingle Jangle.
Yeah, this is at least a night that you'll be able to like do stuff with.
Yeah. All right, that's going to be it for us. If you're new to the channel, please give us a follow. That's a free way that you can support the channel for more of this kind of content. And you also get notifications for when we go live. If you want to see more of me, I will be tomorrow on Hit Point Press. That's twitch.tv/hitpointpress starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be running a one-shot of Seed of Decay. I'm going to be basically bringing back Sorry. Some of you might recognize Sorry from the Strixhaven game. I'm
More
really
Sorry
excited.
content.
Yeah, I see you, Drac. Drac is also in that game. So that is going to be a
Nice.
one-shot that we're doing tomorrow. And then on Friday, we have Unbound. Drac will be guest starring in that episode of Unbound. And then Saturday is going to be the third and final episode of our 3-shot, which was made possible because of all of our lovely Patreons. Woo! Thank you
Heck
so
yeah.
much.
I will say, because I normally like to plug as well the Unbound game, because I think it's probably your best and my favorite show to watch every Friday whenever I get a chance to watch it, because sometimes I have my in-person game and I can't.
Mhm.
But I love it. I love it so much. And Drax, I think every guest character you brought on so far has added their own element and different like flavor and spice to what is already a gigantic spicy game. But I also think, in that same vein, I want everyone to go watch every Friday. But come Saturday, this group that has been made for this Saturday game, I have never,
Oh, they're so funny.
both
Oh my
times,
God.
both
So
times
funny.
I have
It's
sat
really
there
great.
and I've died. Like it's been for a long time since I've hurt so bad from laughing.
Yeah.
from this
So
group.
that is going to be emceed by the Noir Enigma. We have Calamity Darling, Wreck-It Raven, Mixed Danger. We have Scholastic Dragon and Vinvox VA. They are all so talented.
They're all awesome.
Oh
They're
my
all
God.
awesome.
So
Come Saturday, follow everything that they do, and just watch this. I don't know how this is going to be finale'd, and I don't want it to end.
so that's going to be 9 p.m. on Saturday, and correction, Hit Point Press tomorrow is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's it. That's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for being here. I love all of you. Bye bye.
Wait, Melithuna, what was your favorite part?
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
I said it was letting
yeah.
Jingle Jangle out.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Where's the bye? Hold on. Okay.
Bye.